What is going on, guys? How's it going? Happy Friday. I'm excited. We're going to be finishing the floating Baratie restaurant. I have decided, though, that I'm going to leave it the no box today. The box is gone. I did notice for some reason my last stream that there was a bunch of, and I'm not sure exactly like why, but it was autofocus was all over the place trying to zoom in on stuff. So I've tried to clean up the screen for today's stream. So I'm really hoping that everything is focused more on the face. Hopefully I fix that problem. Fingers crossed. But yeah, welcome back to another stream. Very excited. We streamed Wednesday. Did a nice little evening stream. That was a fun time. So I'm just trying to right now fix the thumbnail because for some reason it's just a wee little bit messed up. I don't know what I did wrong. It's definitely something that I did. So yeah, we'll get that all fixed up here, and then we'll get going. We got approximately, excuse me, I want to say 6 bags, 5 bags, something around there. So that's kind of nice. This is gonna be probably another like decently long stream to do tonight. So yeah, I'm not a fast builder. I'm not lickety split, but I will say I do a decent job, and this has surprisingly taken 5 whole streams to build. Maybe that's what the typical time is for an average, but like I'm a very subpar average builder. So maybe that's a very average time. Like maybe this is very normal for whoever is getting this that's not a master builder in Lego, I guess you could say, or just someone that's versed in it that's been doing it for years. So, I'm almost there. For some reason, there's black borders on the thumbnail. So, I believe I just got a version that should look better. Let's hope. Yeah. I think this is gonna look much better with no kind of black borders. So, fingers crossed. Uh-oh. I don't know why, but our OBS said it was disconnecting a little bit there. Okay, I think we reconnected. Hopefully, I'm not sure what that was all about. Fingers crossed nothing bad goes wrong again, but we got the thumbnail. She's good to go. So, that's nice. Let's see. What's happening with the stream here? Why is it all goofy? Hmm, that is kind of odd. I'm not sure why it's like that. But anyways, okay. So, bag 22. Give her an opening. Oh, so nice. So nice. Very exciting. I think one thing I will do, just because I can, is I want to make sure that the chat's all set up perfectly for me. I might have to slide everything down a little bit more. You've probably already noticed that I'm staring off very far to the right because I got the computer so far away from me. So hopefully I was able to pull it up there. Yeah, I think that's a better angle. It's a little bit better. Now, what was I? This, yeah, okay, cool. One last, there we go. Audio is perfect too. It always scares me if I'm doing a stream and not realizing that like a microphone is muted or just not working. Hey, what's up, Soul Gamer Geek? How you doing, man? Welcome. Ooh. Welcome to another stream. I should actually change. This is going to be the final build for our restaurant. So let's see if I can put finish. Let's finish our build. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I'm excited to get a chance to actually use this ship now. I have a couple video ideas. I'm going to do like a nice little review. Ooh, 26. We're looking for bag 22 here. 23. I want to do a review, which is pretty simple. Most people do that. But going forward as well, and I'm going to have to just move this table over a little bit. There we go. Going forward, I want to do, and I've seen someone made a comment last stream about doing customization. Didn't really elaborate necessarily customizing what, but I've had some time to think on it, and I think I might customize it in a sense where I might bring in a different theme. Something maybe like Marvel. Directly behind the camera, I got a bunch of figures displayed, so I could do like Star Wars. Like I thought it would might be funny to have a bunch of clones and stuff sitting here. So yeah, I think that's something that we will do. We've got a figure. This is really nice. One of our last ones, I think. I think we have most of them already built. So this is Kobe, I think. I think is his name. Let's see if I can bring him up closer. A little too close. Yeah, I believe his name is Kobe. So he's a cool fig on the more basic side, but you know what? And it's not easy to see there, but that back printing's pretty decent. Saying Marine, I like that. That's actually really cool. Yeah, that's nice. So, move that back. Add them to the figures. Bam. Put them in the back there. I think we got one other little Marine guy to build afterwards. So that's kind of cool. But I had mentioned that we've got like 6 more bags-ish to build tonight. So it's going to be a little while. I was looking at the Lego news. I search on YouTube, and I don't know what it is, but if you just go on YouTube and just Google Lego news, for some reason it doesn't literally just pull up like videos of like let's say set rumors or uh announcements, official releases, picture drops, stuff like that. Date releases. Like they don't, I don't know. YouTube isn't simple like that. So it's like a lot of random shorts. There's one single YouTube channel that has like multi-million subscribers, and for some reason that channel, 5 of his videos just pop up at the very top of the feed. So I don't, yeah, it's weird. But I trying to get like a proper, how do I say it? Basically like a cable channel, morning news channel of Lego. It's not easy. Some people, most people, I should say, will focus on one brand, whether it be like Star Wars or just Marvel or Ninjago. I want someone that does it all. I did see one cool thing. Well, I shouldn't say cool. It's kind of a mixed feeling with where am I gonna put this? Sorry. It's it's kind of weird. It's all the retiring sets that are coming. There's a ton of them. The one article that I read, it was on Google Chrome, so it was all word based. A couple pictures. It was 5 sets only, and I think there's more than 5 sets that are retiring at the end of this year. I want to say there is, but it was interesting. They had the Razor Crest, the UCS Razor Crest for Star Wars retiring at the end of the year, and the person was explaining, depending on how big the set is, you might want to get it now before, because some, I guess, they make certain amount of productions, so if it sells out prior to the end of the year being on the 31st of December, it's sold out. So I think production, I would assume, is already basically done. What's up, God XC 23 Moo? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, with that being said, so I've seen the Razor Crest UCS set being retired. The Daily Bugle is another big one that's being retired. And I think if you check right now on Lego, see if I do it. It's so dry where I live right now. I think the Daily Bugle is what do they call it? Back ordered right now, out of stock by like 60 days, I think. And it's already October 4th or 3rd. October 3rd. Let's see, is it actually on back order? See, this is the thing when you see videos online, sometimes they're not always accurate depending on where they also live as well. So for me as a Canadian, they're available online, so I can actually get one, the Daily Bugle, right now. But that's one that's retiring. I don't know. I've seen that some people are saying that you should pick it up, but I'm kind of interested to see if there's a possibility of it going on sale, like being cheaper than the MSRP. What is the Lego set? Uh, I just wanted to drop in and say hi. No worries, man. It's all good. There's a few more sets other than those 3 I just named. Them dropping the ball right now. What was a few other ones? Most of them were, I think, were pretty big sets, but yeah, it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's great. It's great mainly because it's making space in the shelves and on the website for different types of products, but it might not be exactly ones that we want necessarily. Did I build this backwards? I think I did. Oh no. Shoot. Okay, go back. Couple steps. There we go. So yeah, it's bittersweet, right? Makes room on the shelves. We got Pokemon. I would assume there's going to be a bunch of Pokemon sets coming out, which is going to take up quite a bit of space. I'm not aware of any other brands that are coming that are new other than Pokemon, but there's got to be something else as well that'll take up space. How am I doing? I'm doing good, man. Enjoying my Friday evening, trying to finish this set. This has been daunting. This set has been pretty hardcore build. So the biggest set I've done, I don't want to say honestly ever. I don't think I've built a bigger set. So that's really awesome. And how much Lego do I own? I don't. It's hard to quantify, like to explain a number exactly. Like how much do I own? Figures wise, I could assume like maybe 400 figures, roughly, as like a total, something like that. I'm just directly behind the camera on my shelf is where my figures are sitting, so I can see them. Up on the other side are some of my sets. Set wise, I have no idea. I have no idea. I picked up the Lego movie sets. I picked up the Star Wars N1 Starfighter. I did a stream on that recently. Don't have many other sets. I have the Republic gunship set. That's a cool set. Other than that, though, I have mostly bulk Lego. So I've been buying most of my Lego through thrift stores and stuff. So because of that, it's all used. It's actually sitting underneath. It's not something I could actually pull up easily, but it's all sitting underneath the table right here. So, can you play The Simpsons hit and run games? I don't have really a way to film and record. The the app or not app, I'm sorry. The device I'm using is a laptop to actually record this stream here, and I don't think it's very powerful enough to first off play games but also stream them at the same time. I think I'd have to have some type of computer tower, but I am planning in the future at some point getting some way to record whether it's a video game console or on the computer play because of the new Lego Batman game that's coming out next year. I want to be able to do a stream for it. I don't know how exactly I'm going to do that. Again, more than likely the best option would be to just get a computer tower that's powerful enough. I just don't have the money exactly for something like that. It's never easy figuring out the right ones. And what's one set on the wall? One set that I haven't already talked about. There's the One Piece battle at Arlong Park that's behind the camera. Right now, I actually moved all the sets just for the stream for right now. I have usually like a bunch of like little mini micro sets that are spread out on the shelf there. I try to leave them as like Easter eggs sitting behind me, so anybody that's watching videos or streams, it changes. Like I guess I could grab one of them. He's over here in the corner. Little dragon. This is a really cool dragon. This is one of those, I think they call them creators, 3-in-1 sets. It's a really cool little figure. It's actually grown on me. At first I kind of hated it and despised it, but I didn't cost much for him. I think I got him on sale at Walmart. I think he was originally $13 and I got him for 8 or something. So, yeah, not bad at all. I've stuck a couple random figures on him. Like I put one night, I think one time I put SpongeBob on the top of him or something like that, just hanging out. But yeah, I like doing stuff like that on the shelf there. Like I said, cool little Easter eggs, surprises. Mostly I try to kind of like put figures. So it's one fun way to take my figure collection and just kind of rotate them. Sometimes I've done, I think TMNT figures. I've done SpongeBob a ton of times. Mostly the main figures. I did a Trooper, Clone Trooper, and Rhoda. I don't know if any of y'all have seen the videos more in particular, because I haven't done a lot of streams before. But I believe I had Rhoda riding this like Ninjago mech, which was pretty funny. So yeah, good times. I like doing stuff like that. Now that I've built up a bigger Lego collection, I don't have like a huge one, but big enough, like something like this. I want to start getting to doing some mock builds and stuff. So this here I want to build into a mock of some kind. I have no idea exactly. Obviously, I'm gonna have to base the mock probably primarily around it itself because of how big it is. But yeah, that's something I definitely want to do. Get into this build here. I honestly have no clue what's going on here. How do I? Let's take Luffy away like that. Oh, okay. That actually fits pretty snugly. Cool. Wasn't sure how to get that platform going. So yeah, yeah, I'm really hopeful and excited that I can make some cool mocks. I think I'm gonna probably live stream a majority of it as well, just like the complete journey, and then make little videos afterwards, kind of just reviewing and giving my thoughts and stuff at the end. But I like the whole idea of doing a journey from start to finish. This in particular has been a fun little journey of doing it and building. Do I have Lego City? Lego City sets? Not really. Honestly, I really don't. No. No, I really, not on my shelves. I have figures, a lot of like Lego City figures, but no kind of like mock or anything like that. There's there's been a lot of thought that I've had when it comes to Lego mocks, especially like a Lego City style mock. I come from Toronto, Ontario. That's where I was born and raised. And so because of that, there's a lot of debate that I've had about possibly doing a miniature Toronto with the CN Tower, the Rogers Center, the Ripley's Aquarium, the ROM, Science Center, just trying to do a bunch of different stuff. Uh, Yonge Street, Queen Street, all the kind of main stops of Toronto. I've thought about doing that, but that's a big project. That's a big project that I would love to have a room dedicated if possible. Right now, I don't think I really have that, but a full room to have some tables and just take time to build it up, and that'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, building a Lego city currently, not right now. I'm not looking to do that. I'm gonna just stick mostly with, I want to call them kind of like micro builds, I think is the best way to describe it. Eventually though, I think we'll branch off. Is that how you do it? Eventually we'll branch off. Like I said, I think it's a spacing thing for me right now mostly. Once the spacing kind of gets figured out, and that won't be too long from now. Uh, I think I might change houses eventually. It's hard to say. I live with the family. We all live together, so I think we were all eventually wanting to change and sell this house for something different. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna have more space. So I don't know. I don't know what's to come with that. But if I don't have a lot of space, I still want to do something eventually. Especially I think Lego City mock wise. Even if it has to be kept to like this table that's in front of me right here. Let's say 6 feet long by 4 feet wide. Even if it have to be kept like that, I would be like to do a miniature city. Even that wouldn't be too bad. And then just go maybe hardcore on the detail. That might even look better. Not to knock. Do I like this set so far from the mock stop? Dude, I like this set. This is a very nice set. Ooh, sorry, Luffy. No, I love it. The figures, it's a good assortment. You get basically all the staples. The whole Luffy crew. I like the little Marines, Sanji. Having Garp is pretty interesting as well, I think. Overall, I'd give it like an 8.5, 9 out of 10, I think. It's the most expensive one of the whole line that they had dropped, so obviously it's gonna have kind of like the most amount of detail and all that stuff. But yeah, no, I think it's a beautiful set. What other games have I played? How much watch hours do I have? For YouTube, I assume that's what you mean. How many do I have? Not monetized. Under the 3,000, definitely somewhere around there. But over, I think it's like over to 2,500. I don't check it every day because it like stresses me out to like to look at it. So I like it. I like doing it like maybe once a week, once every other week. I give it time to build up, so it also feels a little bit better when it goes up. But yeah, not monetized or anything right now. Uh, I also haven't been doing this long. I've only like streaming wise, I haven't done many streams at all. But doing the videos and stuff, like it hasn't been long. I think I just broke a full year doing them, but doing Lego stuff really in particular, I didn't start until the beginning of the year. So it hasn't even been a full year of making Lego content related stuff. So been a lot of progress in a very short amount of time, I gotta say. But I do make a lot of videos. Like a lot. I do try, like I'm trying my best right now to do a video every day. It's not easy, I will say that. It's borderline like psychotic. I don't know how people are doing it, but I'm out here trying. To answer the question before I forget about what other games have I played, I've played a ton of games. More games I would say between the era of 2005 to 2015-ish. Those were what I grew up with and played a lot of. So like your Call of Duties, Gears of War, Halo, that good stuff. What else? I did play some Fortnite, so I guess it should be a little bit later than 2015, but I didn't play a lot, only like the first few seasons, but incredible game. Currently for me though, I'm not playing many games. I played a little bit and it's eating me alive. Elden Ring, that game is ridiculously hard. And so I've been spending like 5 months on that game and I don't play it every day or even a few times a week. I just, because I get frustrated very easily, so I just like play it for an hour or two here or there, a few times a week if I'm lucky. Lately I haven't played it at all because it just burned me out because it's just such a hard game. But I wanted a challenge, so that's the game I went with for a little while. Do I play Lego Dimension? No, no. I had the game years ago. I really enjoyed it. The one thing I struggled with is it's very costly. Even when they were releasing it at the time, it wasn't easy. Every set was, I think, at least for Canadians, it was like 14.99 already because there were mini Lego sets to begin with, as well as video game play sets. But I mean, I liked the idea of it. It was very fun. I didn't have many characters. I got the Ghostbuster guys. Those guys were cool. I had the Gremlins as well. The Gremlins were really awesome. Uh, I also, what else? What else did I have for the dimensions? Oh, I think I got that Green Arrow guy. There's a whole whack of them that I had, and the games were fun. I liked the little storylines that they had. I mostly just remember the Ghostbusters storyline. I don't remember much else. We got the nosy killer rabbit. What's up, man? How's it going? Oh, how's your night going? Happy Friday. We got you must be punished and Heidi hide away. Other lines are what? And I'm putting you in timeout. For sure. Definitely. How do you have it now, Lego Dimension? Right now, I actually don't have Lego Dimension. I don't actually have it. I was looking into it. I want to get it, and I wanted to see if there's a way to get the game and play it without having to. It's a Fazbear tactic. I wanted to try and get the game where it has all the content because I think that's like one of the most difficult things is missing like you need there's a lot of moving bits and pieces, right? I forget what they call it, but the toy to life collectibles. Like not only do you have to get the figures, but there's I think weapons and vehicle little accessory pieces as well as the expansion toy set pieces too. So I don't know exactly in total how many storyline pieces there are, but it'd be kind of cool to actually take a look at it and play some of them. I think there's quite a few. I want to say there's definitely like a Star Wars one. There is a Simpsons level, I'm pretty sure. I think the Simpsons is pretty loved. That's a FNAF reference, the quote. Nice. I don't know. I can't quote stuff. I'm not the greatest at like remembering dialogue. word for word. And there's like certain movies that are like comedy films that I've watched that are cult classics, like a Happy Madison with Adam Sandler or a Big Daddy or something. And I don't remember like dialogue. I don't know what it is with me. I'm just not one of those people. There's 75 figures. Whoo, that's crazy. I wish there was, and I don't know if this would take away from the collectability of the original Dimensions series, but it would be interesting to see if they just released Lego Dimensions, the complete digital edition, where it's every character, every playset, every vehicle piece, every accessory, all included, and you can play them just seamlessly. So it's like literally Lego Dimensions, but the ultimate digital version. That would be legendary. Make it HD, of course, maybe add your 4K or whatever, but do it where you don't have to have a trillion different toys that you buy with scanners and scan on them, and you run the wiki page, eh? You know what? Wiki is out here keeping us educated in the simplest of things. Wiki's a great page to just find simple, quick little things. Lego Dimensions uh, stories. Let's see. How many stories are there? I guess I should say story packs. Should be a little bit more specific. I was about to say Pacific. There's a literally a Lego Dimensions fan page. Now that's kind of interesting. So they have trivia and everything. That's like not at all what I'm really looking for, but it's not giving me a whole lot. There's three story packs, I think. Looks like three official ones. They're all numbered. So we've got, yeah, the Ghostbusters, and I think that was the female one. That 2016 one-off film. That was a quirky one. That was quirky for sure. There, oh, I got so many ads just being thrown at me. I can't even. There we go. The next one was the Fantastic Beasts. I really don't remember that much either. Don't think I ever had that one at all. That maybe that was a bit of a later one. The third one's got to be The Simpsons, right? And then the third one, well, the third one that says here, you know what? I think there was a difference between a story and a level pack. Maybe that's what I'm going completely on right or wrong on right now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was level packs. Maybe that's what The Simpsons was. But they've got Batman here, or I should say maybe yeah, it was the Lego Batman movie. So that's another one that I didn't play. So I only got to play the Ghostbusters ones, but I think it was level packs. Let's see. Level? Can I spell? Yup. Yes. Now level packs were different. Yeah, and they oh okay. And they had so many more. So I believe I was buying more of the level packs. I can't remember if the Ghostbusters was bundled in with the combo set that I bought at the time. You know what? Just for the funsies of it, give me one moment. We're gonna go on the trustworthy site of eBay. Sorry that you guys can't see all this. I haven't quite set up what do they call that? Screen capture or something. But one day I'll get that set up so I can actually like switch it around so you guys can see when I'm messing about here. But let's just see, what does Lego Dimensions cost? Let's go into them sold listings on eBay. You never want to go looking at their listed because that doesn't really give you an idea of their worth, a definitive worth. I mean, if you're looking to buy them though, it's a great place to check. You don't want to look in sold because they're sold. But sold listings lets us know what the proper rough going rate of this stuff is. So obviously the game itself's not expensive. The figures, shoo, Doctor Who level pack, $104. Sorry, $105. But that is sealed. Still though, that's cray cray. Like just to play it. Okay, here's one. I don't know if it's more reasonable, but it's okay. This is team pack, not a level. Yes, team pack of Shaggy and Scooby-Doo with the Mystery Shack van. $35. That one's better. The portal itself is another one that's not expensive. You can get it for like 20 bucks. Looks like the PS4 games, maybe the one more sought after one at $40. So yeah, the figs are seems like desired. Some people were selling just the discs, and this is the chaotic part of Lego Dimensions, where it's like you have just the discs, you have just this, that. Like, wow, they really kind of milked it dry when it comes to like value, honestly. Like they didn't hold back at all. Huh. For future purposes, I do want to play the Lego Dimension game, like especially on stream of some kind. I just don't know how I would do that. What? How do you? Yeah, it's like there might be actually like a PC thing or something. View dimensions. No way. So, oh, I guess it's through a modded Wii U would be probably the only way to make that work. That is interesting. It is interesting. It's pretty cool. But that would at least give you everything, I think. I could be wrong about that, but that would be pretty legendary. Like, just get every single one. Everything you need. Let's see if I can go. Uh, one thing I wanted to search into was the retiring sets. Because again, I don't know why I was only able to remember three. There's definitely way more than three, for sure. I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to making like these little plants and stuff, it's always awkward. Although this one's like on a spin track, but it's just the tinier pieces when it comes to the little flowers. But that looks alright though. Looks nice. A little flower pot. Where do we stick it? Which end? On the back side of the boat? Yes, away from fishy head. And right there. Cool. I don't know why we'd add that random decoration unless we gotta start building around it soon, or... Oh, I guess we're just building up the floor, so I might want to move the characters out of the way here. Can't quite build around them exactly. No way! Are they getting rid of the Bowser Lego set? I just turned to the right here and I'm on this page. So they are retiring sets from, I want to say, 10 different themes, roughly. One of the ones that kind of catches my eye here is Animal Crossing. That's unfortunate to see those ones go fast. Where was the other one? Oh, I just seen it. That was kind of unique. How am I not seeing it now? What? Okay, let's just go down the line. I mean, obviously your Star Wars, your architecture, your ideas, Harry Potter icons, Batman, Ninjago, Disney, Jurassic World, Wicked. Oh, you know what? They're making room for the new Wicked ones probably. Fortnite. That was one that I was thinking of, and Super Mario as well. But Fortnite in particular, to see that one go is interesting because I thought I seen uh Despicable Me. I did too. Okay, Despicable Me and Fortnite are interesting ones because not that those are small IPs by any means, but they are small Lego set releases. There wasn't like a big wave of them or anything, especially like the Fortnite. There's not a lot of Fortnite sets. Now, obviously, not all Fortnite is retiring. It's just the banana guy, Peel, banana peel guy. I'm pretty sure. So, ooh, Hocus Pocus is not safe. Getting retired. Ah, that Lion's Castle. That's the other expensive one that I was thinking of. That I think is Lego Ideas or Lego. Which one? Yeah, it's Lego Icons. Gotcha. So yeah, the Hocus Pocus one, I mean, that's okay. I don't really have any kind of love or hate for the Hocus Pocus movies. It's not something I think I really watched when I was younger. I mean, to tell you right now, I have no idea what it's even about other than it's witches. But yeah, I mean, I don't love it, I don't hate it, but it's a cool looking set though. Just looking at the cover photo right now for it, not bad at all. Going down, what else did they have here? They had a list of ones without the pictures. There's actually a ton of Harry Potter, like a ton. And I think I seen some complaints talking about the Harry Potter ones, when it comes to the Hogwarts castle, I think they're building different sections of it, and so you're supposed to buy all the sectional sets, and then eventually you will be able to combine them all and have one proper, I want to say it's like full Hogwarts castle like display or something. I think that's what they're going for. Something around there. But because of that, they're just like sorry, they're retiring some of them early. So if you don't buy them when they're out, and they've been releasing these over the last couple of years, I think, like you could miss a bunch of them, and then when they're retired, they possibly go up in value, which kind of messes you up. So it's a big timing one. You need psychopath sets. Like what kind of ones? Are you just talking about the lines more of like a proper like R-rated horror? Because I will say I find it interesting that they do adult sets, but uh they don't necessarily have like proper true R-rated ones. You know what I mean? Like I've actually been waiting, and maybe it's just not the right time yet, but for like adult rated minifigures, like a Sylvester Stallone, an Arnold, uh, Jason Statham. I think it'd be funny to have like an Adam Sandler, maybe the Cole Sprouse brothers, something like. Just give us like a bunch of just adult figures would be hilarious, right? But then to have some horror themed ones would be cool. I think they would obviously be the most hype and probably sell the best at this time right now, right? September and then obviously all of October for Halloween would be the best time to get into all of the Halloween themed ones. You said you're thinking like H.H. Holmes or Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper's cool because they have some decent molds now, and I think that they could do a really cool mold that connects to his hand, or maybe it is his hand, where like it's a nice smooth claw piece. They could definitely do a good design for it, and I don't think it would look too bad at all. It's like we're just building up some like little mini tables. I'm hoping I put these all in the right places. I think my ship's backwards to what I'm looking at on the instructions here, but we're making do. Right there. Hopefully I got all those tables. Let's see here. Got the plant. We got two tables and something with a lime. I don't know why they would just have a lime by itself, but they do. Macy, ooh, Leatherface or is that Ed Gein or Ed Grin? I don't know why, but it seems like there might be an R. I just, for some reason, the way the text is displayed, it looks like it's Ed Grin, but I think it's Ed Gein. Is maybe what you're talking about. Maybe it's Ed Grin. I just have Ed Gein in my mind right now because of the Netflix film that just dropped for it. So how do I? Hmm. Okay, I think kind of hard wanting to press down on these pieces here because they're not quite strong enough. Everything's still a little flimsy, just a hair. Oh, come on. Do I have my little bricks up? I do. Hold up a minute. You're on episode 3 of the show. Did they make did they make an Ed Gein? It is Ed Gein. Cool. Did they make an Ed Gein show? I thought it was a movie. Unless there's like another documentary on him. I'm sure maybe there is more than one. I'm just thinking of the the actor from Sons of Anarchy. I'm pretty sure it's a movie. I thought it was a movie. Or at least it just seemed like they were advertising it as a movie. We got our bricks up here though. But yeah, maybe they have a documentary. I know these guys, like there's so much to tell and talk about and story. Like every director has their own way of explaining things, but there's a lot of story to tell with these guys. These guys did some wild things. Okay, Where did I see if I can get this table back on here? So it was supposed to go there. Whoopsie. And then this guy. These brick separators, man, come in handy so much. It's actually incredible. And then how many? Two. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I think I did that right. If I don't put them in the right spot, man, I know it's gonna mess up. The Zodiac Killer. Yes, there's a show called Monster. Okay, is that on Netflix or it just seems like Netflix seems to have like everything all the time. Wow. Still on the website there for like Lego sets that are retiring. Just looking at the Star Wars section, they got quite a few. For example, they've got Ahsoka Tano's T6 Jedi shuttle. They've got the Coruscant Guard gunship. That's the set that I actually have up behind me. It's a very nice set, and it's under 200. So I think it came out 2023 or something like that. So yeah, it's on Netflix. The only sets that I God that I have that are Lego Minecraft would be the new movie ones. With Jack Black and forgive me, Jason Momoa, and then I don't really remember much of the other cast. Like I remember some of their character names. Harry, I think it was one of the names. Natalie, something like that. But yeah, I have those. There's two of them. They're right up there, right over there. Those sets are fire. Other than that, though, sorry, I'm gonna have to stand up and grab the brick separator. But other than that, Minecraft wise, I do have a lot of figures. I have some Skellies. I got some Endermen. I have like a bajillion. I got a bajillion like Steves. I have a couple. I have like one Fox figure, I think, and then Alex's. I know I have those ones for sure. A couple skins, couple other skins. Not a huge Minecraft collection, but I do appreciate that people have made some legendary Minecraft mocks that are like honestly equivalent to the digital Minecraft world in the video game. Some people have some crazy, crazy, crazy builds. So hopefully you guys can still hear me as I talk. I'll be back real fast. Lickety split. Don't want to lose my little support pillow there. It's the one thing that keeps my back from falling apart. There we go. Cool. Need a good jigsaw Lego set. Little simple things like that. I think one of the issues they would have maybe, and I could see a way that they could fix it immediately when it comes to rated R Lego sets. Although, hold up. Before I get ahead of myself, did they not do Lego Jaws? Yes, they did. Okay. So I was gonna say they release rated R Lego sets, but then what they do is they only sell them digitally online. So then that way no kids see them in a storefront. But with that all being said, I just Googled and I forgot it's retired now, I think, but they do have a Jaws Lego set. So like bam, right there. I mean, come on, right? They shouldn't have an issue. Even like a jigsaw set. I don't see why they wouldn't do it. So, we got one more little piece here before we start using some blue pieces. Does that go like right there? Nope. One more up. One more up. There we go. Okay. I wonder what these little spins are for. If they're gonna be like for like little cannons or something. It'd be fire if they are. I don't want to get my hopes up though. Something tells me it's probably not, but you never know. Okay. Go there. There's honestly, because they haven't really tapped into the horror world, there's endless things that they could do. You know what? And now Bates Motel, what is that under? Is that I watched this show and I don't think it was supernatural. I don't think so. So is that a thriller show? a drama? What do you call Bates Motel? Like, how do you define it? Because Bates Motel should be one that should get away. I think they should get away with making a Lego set, and it's not too, because it's not graphic by any means, I don't think, or too graphic at least, but the Bates Motel, like the motel itself, even doing like a mock set, you have the motel. I guess maybe they'd have to do it separately because obviously Lego likes to make more money. But so you do them separate. You do the motel itself, then you have the little driveway there. You make a mock set with the dirt road, I think it was, that goes up to the old little antique house that was behind it or around it. That would be so cool. So you just do like a proper little mini world mock. But yeah, I like Bates Motel. That was a really, really cool TV show. Norman Bates. It always creeped me out that like his name Norman there was my last name. It just like was always odd. I loved it, but not a long show either. I don't even think it was like 5 seasons or something like that, and that was it. So it was spooky. Why the Lego the R1? Why online? I was just saying, like, I think that would be an idea that would help keep from children just seeing scary sets. Not that really, I mean, obviously kids have access to the internet and they can go online too, but just like if they had to see, because like horror sets for the most part are gonna at some point have to include some type of blood or something. I guess maybe you can just, that's like how you childify it, is just not including anything that's gory, but I mean to have like a proper set, you know, to have some real like kind of gore. Oh, we got little beach chairs. That's what we were building here. This is kind of legendary. Look at that. Boom. Okay. Little lounge. I got you. I get the vibe now. I understand what we're going for up here. This is cool. I like the little design of these chairs. The little clips there allow you to put them up and down so you can have people that are sun tanning, and nice. That's actually going to add for, I have some big ideas and big plans to do some possibly stop motions with this set in particular in the future. So I like any kind of playability areas, and this section right here is pretty playable, which is cool. It's perfect, like right there. These chairs and stuff, I could see having a whole scene where someone's talking to someone right here. Although I think did I mess that up? No. Yes? No. Yes. No. Wait. There we go. I think yeah, that's about right. Cool. Sweet. That's good. We got a little smooth piece. Where's this guy going? Normally, yeah, oh yeah, back here. I guess I better. Sorry, figs. We're gonna move y'all off there. We're actually gonna turn this bad boy around so you guys can see. Woo! Just like that. The set's big. Very, very big. And you know what? I like it. It is starting to grow on me now, slowly but surely. So they should make the car from, oh, wait, I missed one. Let's move my computer a little bit closer. Hey, no way your name is Luffy. That's fire, bro. What's up? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. So you're saying I will define it, maybe a good Norman Bates figure? Okay. That wouldn't be too bad. They should make the car from Supernatural. That's a pretty classic one. And I want to say there's actually like off-brand Lego ones of the Supernatural car, I think, that people have already put together. Or maybe they're just customs. Maybe they're custom Lego mocks of the car. But I swear I've seen that somewhere already because the show's been around so long. But that would be cool. Or like the movie Titanic. Do they not have a Titanic ship? I feel like they have a Titanic ship. I was also wrong about the Jaws set. That set's still available for sale. So if that's something that you want to keep on your radar, you could take a look at that. I don't know why I thought it was retired. I just found it again on the website here. It's 200 Canadian. So, I mean, not horrible. That's a nice display set. I'm doing good, man. Enjoying my Friday. The goal and the idea for this stream is to finish building this set. That's the idea. This is part 5. I've done a whole whack of these. Obviously, well, I've done 5 of them, but yeah, it's been a fun ride though. But I'm excited to end it. Haven't made a lot of progress so far. That's the truth, but hey, not bad at all. But they should do one of the Queen Mary. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to think of like modern day sporting facilities or like monuments or something that people like that have been made now that people like that would make for good Lego sets. You know, I don't know. Do we have a Lego White House? I think that'd be kind of cool. Hey, thanks, Luffy. I appreciate it. I think it'd be kind of cool to have a Lego White House. I know that there's gonna be like some sporting event at the White House next year or something like that, and it's gonna be I think it's UFC or something like that. So it'd be kind of funny if they did like a Lego White House with like a stadium and everything and the lights. That'd be pretty funny. Good luck with the build. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Uh, the USS Roland Reagan. That'd be a big set. That'd be huge. That's the only thing about those ships though, is it's like they're gigantic, right? So like it's going to take up some space. Those are sets that are going to take up like 3 shelves worth of space. Definitely cool builds though. Those are like one of ones, right? But no, that's not bad at all. There's a ton that I want. Even when it comes to just like movies, kind of looking over here at some other sets I have. Even when it comes to just movies, there's a lot of different ones. Ooh, I gotta do a sticker here. Hold up. Where's my sticker sheet? Oh, you know what? It's the mini. Is it the mini? Yes. No. Oh. I'm looking for sticker number 14. And I don't have 14. I've got 13. Maybe that's the right one, and it's just. Hmm. Alright, well, we'll give it a try. I think it's the right sticker. It's just for some reason it's labeled wrong, or maybe I'm reading it wrong. Not sure what we're exactly building here either. But I'm putting like these weird, ugly little white pieces onto a translucent red piece. And this one goes like that. Now we got the little pokey thing. Ooh, squabbles. That went places. Okay. What? Oh man, this is like messing with me. Is they keep making me spin this thing around because we're doing it one side, now the other side, then the other side. Okay. So on the front here now, they want us to take this and place it here? That just looks so weird. I'm not sure why we're doing that, but okay. It is what it is. That's a big aircraft carrier. The USS Roland Reagan? I feel like I definitely got that wrong, didn't I? Let me get a picture on Google going here. Because now that you say it, I feel like I do. I feel like I. Yeah, you're totally right. Now I remember now. Okay, the military display. That's a cool one. That's a cool one. The only issue about that one is it's like, do you find like when you make that set, do you have it in water? You know what I mean? Like, do you include some water elements, or do you do it similar to this where you just have like a little bit of blue on the bottom, just to kind of like pretend like it's in water? I feel like that's what would make the set a lot more complicated, is just trying to have it in water. But that would be a cool one, and then to have actual like planes. I don't, other than like I think it's the F-18 planes. I don't know much about planes, but to have some of those cool little planes to launch off, and then have some little figs too that are actual. And I'm gonna get this wrong as well, but I want to say it's like, is it U.S. Navy or air control guys? But the ones, you got the headsets, you got the guys with the little wands. I think it is little bright wands. That'd be funny. That'd be a really cool set. You also said maybe a hospital set with a Reaper. And what would that be based off of? Hospital set with a Reaper. Or is that not really based off anything? It's interesting though. See if I can finish this bag here so we can move on to another one. Because I think we might have another figure in the next one. Back on the front here. That there. Don't know why we don't just... Boom. Okay, a little front porch step action, not bad. And that's it. Oh, I messed up. We are... Is that right? Yes. We gotta build one more of these like weird little lantern pieces. Gotta give some light source to the place. Called Dead Like Me. You know, I've heard of that show. I don't know anything about it, but I have heard Dead Like Me. Does it not have like just 2 seasons or something like that? Or I think I've seen it on DVD disc when I was in a store. I don't know anything like about it though, but yeah, Dead Like Me. It's got 2 seasons, early 2000s show. What's the synopsis? Certain people, when they die, are offered the job of Grim Reapers. They get paid rapidly healing physical bodies. What? That's weird. And the chance to stay in the world until they collect a request of souls and the job is done. Huh. That's weird. Given like one more opportunity to kind of like hang out in the human world in a sense. Interesting concept though. And being an early 2000s show, it's gonna have like a whole different like cinematic vibe than like what a majority of stuff has like nowadays. So probably does it more justice. Hey, they got the guy from, isn't that the guy from Law and Order? Or not Law and Order, sorry, Criminal Minds? Mandy Patinkin? Hopefully I said his last name right. That's pretty fire. That guy's a legendary guy. I love his acting scenes in the Criminal Minds series. Did I do that right? I hope I built this right. There. Oh, nope. There. I don't know why we got some extra green pieces here. Like, same like this green tube. I'm really hoping I didn't miss something. At least we can put this up here. So that is upside down. Oh, and there we go. Just ripping everything off the wall. There we go. Okay, we got our lanterns up. We got that going. Don't know why we have that little green tubey. Oh well. Bag 23, guys. Let's see. Is there another? There may not be I don't know. There's like green heads in here, but those might just be display pieces. So let's not get our hopes up for a figure. So God, you said you doing now after you're done building the Lego set. You doing, what am I, so I think you're saying, what am I doing, or what am I going to do after I'm done building this set? I have a Lego collection that I bought. It's a Bionicle figure collection. So I have to sort through it, and I just don't know anything about Bionicles, so I thought that might be my next stream idea, where it's just I'm gonna sit down, have the box out, I'll have my phone, I'm gonna make sure it's all charged up, and We're going to use Google Lens, take some pictures of all this stuff, and try that way to educate myself, maybe some of you guys as well, on Bionicles, but also just let me know like what all the figures I bought are. Have some fun doing that. So I think that'll be something I do. When it comes to like a proper though Lego build, the next one, just looking around in the room, I don't have an immediate set that I want to build. I do have a set in the mail that I bought on lego.com. So there's that. So I do have that. I just don't know when that's going to arrive. Probably not for quite some time. I figured. I don't think it's coming UPS. Just left the States. Sorry. Got shipped in the States, not left. It's still in the States. So it's going to be a hot minute for that. But maybe I might wait when it comes to doing like a Lego build. Hey, what's up, Colton? How's it going, man? Hoping you're having a good Friday. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, I might wait and do a Lego build on that next set. I don't want to reveal it yet, though. I'm going to keep it a secret. Shh, hush, hush, right? But that'll be really cool. When? I don't know. It's been shipped. Last package that I ordered took from Lego a week-ish? No, probably under a week, I would say. So, I mean, it shouldn't be overly, like, long. At least. So it shouldn't be too bad, but yeah, that'll be fun. It'll be another not like ginormous set like this, but more mid-sized set. So it might be something that I can finish in a couple sessions, hopefully. We'll see. I'm building a pretty cool little design right here for some red and blue pieces with some slopes. I can tell you Bionicle sells for a lot on Facebook. I always sell it. Yeah. Yeah, Bionicles is an interesting like collectible. There's a huge demand for it, yet it's not something that's easy to find. When I go into the thrift stores and I'm looking for Lego, I don't find a lot of Lego very often, almost ever. Ever. The thrift stores are pretty hard to find Lego, but then to find Lego Bionicles specifically just doesn't happen. Like I've been thrift shopping like hardcore for the last 5 years, and I I haven't found, I would say maybe like 5% or less of the time when I find Lego stuff, it's Bionicle. So like it's just not a lot. You know, and maybe that's just my luck. Like I'm not that lucky, but uh the Bionicle collection that I bought, it was actually off the Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, Facebook Marketplace I feel like would be the only way to probably find Bionicles. It's a hot one though. The only thing that kind of is difficult about Bionicles though, and this collection's kind of nice because it's the opposite. Generally, when you find Bionicles, they're not complete. So the collection that I bought, thankfully, fingers crossed, I don't actually know yet until I go through it, but I think it's complete. It's got the manuals, which is a big one. That's a really cool one. So that's awesome. And they're all individually bagged from the original owner, so I'm assuming they're complete. He told me they were just like chilling on a shelf hanging out. So I'm like, yeah, for sure, man. Thank you. So we'll find out when we go through the bag. But that'll be next stream, which is if I can finish this today. Not sure if I'll have time to stream tomorrow, but definitely on Sunday I would do a little stream on the Bionicles. So pretty soon I'll be able to get to do a nice stream and video talking about that and checking all that stuff out. But we're finally getting to that second top piece, which I think sits probably on the back end here for our set, which is kind of cool. Finally, we get a little bit more variety of pieces too, so I can see them. When it's just a bag of like just brown pieces or just all gray, it's so hard to try and pick through the pieces. I mean, I'm still struggling a little bit, but that's just me. Like, I don't know, my eyes just don't seem to adjust very fast. What am I looking for here? So my website page is still open here for the discontinued sets that I was talking about earlier. A lot of Star Wars ones. A lot of Star Wars. About 10 Star Wars roughly. They got some architecture sets that are going. That Daily Bugle I mentioned for Marvel is one that's going, and they actually got a boatload of Marvel ones that are disappearing. Like, so there's a lot of Spider-Man ones that are going. You got the Spider-Man race car and the Venom Green Goblin. That's a small set. They've got the Spider-Man and Sandman final battle. The X-Men X-Jet is getting retired. You got Rocket and Baby Groot. I don't know if that is a, what do they call that? Brickheads or something like that. The Infinity Gauntlet set is being discontinued. What do you guys think about those ones? I think the Infinity Gauntlet is like, I feel like I'm gonna get this wrong, but I think it's like a brick. No, it's not like a Brickheads. It's like those Star Wars helmet sets. It's a weird display set. It's a micro display set, and they I think they have little stands. But like the Infinity Gauntlet is a weird one because it's like an accessory, whereas like the Star Wars ones are helmets or headpieces, I'm pretty sure. So I always like wondered like who wants that Infinity Gauntlet? So at what time? If you're talking about the like when the sets retire at what time, they say December 31st, but I believe other people that are collectors have said that the sets they retire basically once they're sold out. So it could happen before the 31st of December, but by the 31st of December, they'll definitely not be selling them anymore. If you're talking about me streaming on Sunday at what time, that I don't really know. Let me know what actually this is a great time to ask this now that I got some people to answer for me. What's a good time for you guys like when it comes to viewing content for a stream? Do you guys like evenings? Do you like mornings? For me, I've been trying to do the streams at different times just to see what kind of audiences I can kind of catch and what people are up to. For the most part, I want to say evening streams have been not just more successful, but more more people are showing up, more people are commenting. Now, my not to say my morning streams are horrible by any means, but that's just again what I've been seeing. So, yeah, if anybody can let me know that in the chat there. Do you guys prefer the evenings? Do you have more time available in the evenings? Are mornings pretty busy for you? I know a lot of people got most things going on during the daytime, during the week. Weekends are a whole different ball game. I might even just do a midday stream tomorrow if I can get to it. It's always difficult in the weekends when it comes to trying to figure out my schedule because the way me and my family plan everything, we go day to day, so I don't really know what I'm doing tomorrow exactly until the day comes. But like in the morning, then it just the schedule falls into place perfectly. So yeah, it's always like hard to say. It's like I don't know what's happening, but then in the morning, I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely have time either in the morning or the afternoon to get something in. But trying to stay consistent with my video uploads too. Trying to keep that going and knock on wood. Ooh, we do have a piece of wood. Nice. Knock on wood. I've been doing almost every day for quite some time now. I miss the odd day here and there, but when it comes to just straight video uploads, yeah, it's been a wild ride. Getting them up there all the time and views are okay. I mean, we're not going shooting for the moon, getting them million view videos, but I my consistent not consistent my average views per video when they're coming out all the time has gotten higher and higher, which is cool every upload. So, and that progress, like that's where I'm seeing a lot of the progress. So that's really nice. Now this is really cool. This is a nice little floor pattern. I'm hoping this stays like this for up there because that looks really awesome. 7 to 10 time in the evening. Okay, cool. Yeah, and I for me personally right now it's 9 p.m. 9:08 p.m. So, not sure what your guys' time zones are like, but yeah, I think that's a solid time. Between 7 to 10 is what a majority of people have the time to come in and hang out. Ooh, Soul Gamer Geek is back. What's up, man? How's it going? Welcome back. Right now we're just talking about streaming times and like when's a good time to stream, like when people are more likely to be able to tune in and actually watch and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna still keep it fluid, keep it liquid, if that's the right way to say it. I'm gonna keep doing streams at various different times, even in the mornings and whatnot. More so probably keep it on the weekends doing morning streams. But just because I'm a morning person, that's just me personally. So like you'll probably never see me do a stream past at least midnight. Like I don't think I have it in me to do a stream past midnight. It's just not happening. I don't think I could do it. I don't know. Maybe one day there's gonna be some type of midnight release or something where I just have to muscle up. But yeah, again, I don't see me having that willpower to do that. But I would love, and I don't know if this is possible, to somehow stream on my phone and like stream outdoors. You know what I mean? Like, so like actually go to like a release night or something. So you just said for God XC, you said it's 11:09 for you. So you're 2 hours ahead of me. So it's pretty late for you. But yeah, that's cool. So yeah, it'd be cool to take my camera around, go to a mall and do some type of like I guess they just release them in the mornings. There's no midnight releases, but do a morning release, right? Walk through the store and stuff, do some stuff like that. It'd be cool to just figure out a stream too, because if like when I go to more conventions in the future, I think it could be interesting to actually, is that how you do that? Yeah. To actually stream it as you're walking around. I think that'd be pretty awesome. And I don't know if that would like scare people at a convention or not. Not having a big giant stream going, but I think it'd be a lot of fun, right? People being able to comment and stuff, just as like as you're consuming and seeing the different mocks and sets, they can see it as well. So I can't join, promise I stay up all night. Nice, nice. Yeah. So I assume you're probably more of a night owl, somebody that can stay up later. There was a time I could have stayed up. I feel like everybody else. But now I just the way I I have my sleep schedule and everything. I try to get close to like 8 hours of sleep. Usually I get 6 or 5, but I aim for 8, and yeah, again, I get 6 or 5 more regularly. But yeah, I like to sleep at least 12 to 5. 12 to 5 a.m. is like I'm happy. 12 to 6 is usually better. And then, you get your whole day. Your whole day. Nothing worse than being up at like 3 in the morning. No lights on outside. I mean, it is quiet. It can be pretty vibing, especially if you're like gaming. Like gaming at midnight's pretty decent. I will say that. Or if you're doing some type of movie marathon or something like that, TV show marathon. Something that kept me up in the nights a lot when I was younger, and still probably now too, honestly, but a little bit more controlled, would be like anime, TV show animes. Definitely love watching those. You get a show that's got 5, 10 seasons. Shonens are great animes to get into because they got tons of episodes and you can binge them. And they're only like 20 minutes long. With like, you take out the intro and the outro, they're probably a little under 20 minutes. So you can watch like a whole full, I think general season of anime is 12 episodes. Some are 24, but 12 episodes, you could watch them in one evening. So like, you want to watch a full season of a show, you can, which is pretty awesome. It's not something you can really do when it comes to North American TV, I should say. Well, I guess most television. It's just the Japanese animation shows that are like that. Sitcoms are more like that as well. For the most part, they're kind of short too. But it's nice. I like consuming TV shows that are short. It's why like movies too. Like I'd rather watch a movie over a TV show, even if the TV show is only one season. I'd rather honestly just watch a 2.5 hour movie than watch an 8.5 hour TV show. I just feel like certain things kind of drag. certain dialogues, certain storylines just kind of go on when they don't really need to necessarily. Watching South Park, I've never watched South Park. So, growing up, there was a few sitcoms shows. Is it sitcom? Comedy shows, animated comedy shows that I wasn't allowed to watch as a kid. South Park was one of them. Don't ask me why. That's just what the rules were. No South Park and no Family Guy, I think. My aunt ruined that rule, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, it was no Family Guy, no South Park, but Simpsons was okay. It was one of those things, right? It's like no, 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 no American Dad either, and then it's like no Robot Chicken. That was another big one. No Robot Chicken. I was devastated, but yeah, Simpsons was a-okay. So that was my jam. That's just what I watched a ton of, and to this day, I just haven't watched South Park. And this might be crazy to say, but I generally just find the voices to be like annoying, like just the way they're like yeah 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 yeah. Yeah. I understand that's their art direction, art style, voicing, and everything, but because it's because mostly because I never watched it. I think that's what has me just kind of like eh. So I've never felt the inclination to be like let's do it. I have watched the Ted movie, the one with Mark Wahlberg, because that's Seth MacFarlane voiced Ted, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I did watch that one, and that is a funny movie. There's two of them. Part one and part two are just number one and number two. But yeah, that was a good one. That was a great watch. Some good comedy. The second one kind of felt weird because they already established the fact that like he's a teddy bear come to life, and it's like kind of like dark magic in a sense. It was like weird voodoo stuff. So like they kind of like explained it away, but it was a big surprise in the first one. So there's no surprise in the second one. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the second one. I believe they get the teddy bear married off, which is pretty funny. So yeah, I don't know. Second one was not as good as the first, but I think that's where like the way it goes with a majority of TV. So not the end of the world there. I haven't watched Bob's Burgers. No, sorry, I should say I watched like maybe the first season or something, like when it originally, close to when it originally came out, maybe a year or two after, but didn't keep going because there wasn't more really seasons to watch at the time. Rick and Morty, of course, I definitely have watched. That was a hoot and a holler. Like I really enjoyed when the first couple seasons came out. I don't know how, but I had access to watch them in full. So the complete season, I don't know how I was able to do that. Forget at the time whether it was a streaming app or something I was using, but I loved the first like even four seasons, let's say, of Rick and Morty. It was just incredible. And when I found the show, I think it was already a couple seasons in, so it was already established as a show. It wasn't like it was like one season out or something like that. So, yeah, I was kind of shell shocked about that one. That was an incredible show. The later seasons are like, not as great. It's okay, not bad. I just find it again the wow factor starts to slowly wear off as more and more of the same jokes are kind of repeated. But if you're gonna go back to it like once every so often, it has that same wow factor again. Uh, Futurama though is another one that I love, mostly for the fact that I watched and consumed a ton of Futurama through DVD discs. Mostly also watching on portable DVD players in the minivan, on car trips. So Futurama was one of those ones I got a ton of DVDs for, like a ton of the episodes. So I don't think they were ever complete seasons or anything like that, but when I was younger, Rick and Morty definitely, but Bob's Burger no. No, Bob's Burger wasn't a huge one for me. I'm trying to think of any other animated ones that I was into that I would have watched when I was younger. Comedy ones. I think we basically probably touched on all of them. Oh, there is like the Cleveland show, I guess you can call that one. That one I never watched though. I think it was a spin-off of like the Family Guy ones. Um, what else could there have been? I said the Robot Chicken. I don't think there was really many other ones, but uh, the Terminator movies, I actually haven't watched them. Especially like the ones with Arnold. Never seen those. But I've also never seen, what do you call it? I think there was some remake ones or something like that, some newer ones. But yeah, I've never seen the Terminator, or maybe there was three of them or two of them with Arnold, something like that. But yeah, I never watched those ones. I had, I think it was just more or less because I wasn't my time, you know. I just a lot more before my time. But then also the fact that like I don't know why, but that was one of those few action films that I just didn't watch. Like I watched Rocky. That was my direction of where I went. Watched all five of those movies, and I love the Rocky movies. Same thing with Rambo. So I was like a Sylvester Stallone guy. I watched a bunch of the Rambos. The Rambos were great, classic films. Honestly, I would love for them to make a Rambo Lego set. I think that would be really cool. He's a very awesome fig. They could do a really cool bandana over his head. Yeah, it'd be pretty awesome. Free Fallen, what's up, dude? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. What's cracking? We're just talking and building some figs. Talking about just some different TV shows that we watched when we were younger. Mad the Show. I have no idea what that is. I'm gonna Google it though. Mad the Show. I have watched Adventure Time, if y'all know what that is. I'm sure you know what that is, but Adventure Time is a pretty cool show. Mad. Ooh. I know that freaky little looking kid's face. Yeah. Yeah, that is a yeah, old like comedy, is it comedy sketches or comedy skits kind of like show? But yeah, definitely I know. That's a funny show. That's one that I feel like I watched on like a VHS tape or something. Definitely a little bit of an older one. Okay, that goes there. Uh you're saving up for the new, is it the Goonies? Goonies ship? What's Good? Is it Good? I think you're saying Goonies ship. Let's see. Good, or maybe it is Goodies. Maybe I'm just the one that's spelling it wrong. Oh yeah, the Goonies one. Is is it out or is it just released? Bob and Doug. Haven't watched Bob and Doug either. Are you wearing the rainbow game on Nintendo? What rainbow game on Nintendo? Are you talking about Mario Kart, or are you talking about like the Super Mario Galaxy that just came out for the Switch? November. Oh, okay. Now see, I heard some leaks, I guess you call them, rumors, but yeah, rumors is the better word. It's a pirate ship. Interesting, but we don't have any proper news yet. The biggest set's still to come. Kind of hard to believe that like we're in October right now, but there is a high chance and possibility of seeing some releases still to come. I mean, there's still 2.5 solid months left. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? That's cool though. Goonies is something I honestly I don't really remember a lot of. It's something I really got to go back and honestly take the time to watch, rewatch it, I should say, because it's not a movie I rewatch. It's not in my that roster of rewatching films, but I got to do it, especially if they're gonna have some type of set for it. Have they ever done a Goonies set, or I almost wonder if Lego Dimensions had Goonies or something like that. I feel like we've had a Goonies at one point, one time or another, for sure. Again, maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe it was like a Comic-Con rare set of some kind. So he said if it's as good as the leak, you're gonna buy it, even at $300. Well, I will say this: if it's gonna be expensive, at least you're gonna get a nice big set, right? Like so, you know, hopefully, ideally, it's worth the money piece count wise. But at the end of the day, hopefully, it just is the set that you want, right? Like, because I've learned too, like you don't want them to do a set that's honestly probably under 100 for something like that, because they're just not going to build the set piece that you want. It's just never going to be great. So the sets, I've noticed anything that's between 150 and 300 is a really good price point to get the best bang for your buck at the end of the day too. Forest Fire 101 Lego video. Forest Fire 101. Hold up. So wait, that was the Baba Dog Rainbow Game. Forest Fire 101. No, I have never heard of that. Hmm. Let's see if I just type that in. Is it the forest or Forest Fire game? It is popping up on the Google, so there is a game where you are the fire. Ooh. Is this a Steam game? It kind of looks like it. Yeah, or Epic Games. Not a game I've played though. Out of the loop when it I would assume that's more of the along the lines of like an indie game or close to it. So you live in Washington where it was filmed in Astoria, a few hour drive, so you can visit where it was filmed. Huh. So wait, have you ever visited the place? I assume if it's something that is close to you, you have. And if you've visited it, is there monuments that are still similar enough to what's on the movie, or is it because of how much time's passed, even though you go, there's not really much resemblance anymore? Because for me, example, that was bad. For me, for example, I lived just outside of Toronto where there was the It movie with the clown. They filmed the house where I lived. So I actually got to go inside the actual scaffolding house. I have a video of it. It was really cool. It's saved on my photo and video hard drive, my family hard drive. But uh, it looks nowhere. It does not look the same at all as to what it looked like close to 10 years ago when they did the filming, and that's only 10 years ago. So it's very interesting how it happens. So you said the house and the beach. Okay. So the house, new owners bought it, and they're trying to make it. Well, that's cool. So they're trying to like preserve it, make it kind of like a monument or like a museum kind of piece. Do I watch YouTube poop? I don't really watch meme content per se. More of just like a facts kind of review watcher. I don't really sit on that like I don't really watch like the goof and gag kind of content. There's definitely like an audience for it, but I don't like getting lost in the sauce. You know, you can get pretty lost very fast when it comes to stuff like that. So yeah, there was a time though, like I would say when I was in high school, definitely I would have watched like I liked personally watching Fail Army. That was a show and a channel that I liked watching, and I would just watch it every day of the week. It was incredible. It was good times, but not anymore. So also your thrift stores charge a lot for Lego. Did some of your Yes. Yes, they have been. So that's kind of like why I do the videos is I just wanted to show that like just because you are going to the thrift stores doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get a deal on the Lego. The Lego has not been cheap. On average, Lego bags have been about 10 bucks a bag, and it doesn't matter about size. It's one thing I've noticed. It doesn't matter if they're big or small. I will say more before the summertime when I was buying, I can see right behind me the minifigures I get from thrift stores. The bags I was getting before the summer were like I was getting more hits more consistently of like some really cool figs. Like the last cool fig I remember getting was like Rhoda, and he's a pretty expensive guy from Star Wars. But for right now, the last few ones I've gotten, I've even had some bags where like they've been a lot of Mega Bloks pieces and mixed in. So that's been kind of interesting. So you said here the Facebook Marketplace. You've gotten UCS Falcon the Star Wars Destroyer. And you know, I have been keeping my eye peeled because I do have some cash saved up and I like buying. Lego at a deal price. So I have some cash put away and saved up, and I'm waiting for the right deal to come, for the right ad. Because I live in a bit of a smaller town, there's not a lot of Lego that comes up for sale quite often. But there has been a few people that I've seen make some listings and some ads, and they're selling because they're moving or whatever the circumstances. But the deals are there. I will say the deals are there. You can find some good stuff. Like I found a Bionicle collection on the Facebook Marketplace last week or the week before. I just haven't had the chance to make a video about it yet, but I'm going to do some streams and stuff too, talking about that deal. So, do I watch Angry Parents Destroying Electronic? No. I did watch. I don't remember his name anymore. Juggernauts? No. Chicken nuggets, juggernaut chicken nuggets, something like that. He had like these rage videos. I think they were all staged or something like that. But it was like this whole storyline of like his father was like a rageful father that would like rage at him, and he would like react overreact to it and stuff. And that was years and years ago that he made those videos. So I enjoyed watching a guy like him, but stuff like that I haven't really connected with anyone like that recently to enjoy their content. But you said try buying in bulk, buying whole collections. Yeah, definitely. Buying collections obviously is the best way to go. One thing I've been running into, I don't know how you feel about it, but I've been running into a lot of people that are using not necessarily Bricklink, but like these apps and websites where it's giving them like a price charting of a Lego set and stuff. So they're saying a lot of people are telling me that like the set's worth this much online, so they want like usually 95% of what it's worth. So if it's worth 200, a lot of times they're telling me they want $185 for it. So that in that sense, I'm like, I just don't understand. I'm like, you gotta give someone a deal, otherwise you're just not gonna sell it. Nugget. Was it Nugget? You probably know who I was talking about. Uh, I feel like it was McNugget or something like that. I don't know why I can't pronounce his name properly right now, but yeah, buying collections is definitely the move. To go and buy just one set, two sets even, yeah, you're gonna get people trying to get the best bang for their buck. But at the end of the day too, buying a collection, you just get more stuff at the end of the day too. Like most people collect generally one brand, or sorry, one theme, I should say. So like a Marvel or DC or Star Wars. So getting the whole collection is pretty awesome. Like for me, getting this Bionicle one immediately, like there's so many of them, I could take a couple shelves and display them in a very intricate way that's gonna look almost like a mock without even having any actual mock pieces. So yeah, it's gonna be very exciting. I'm definitely going to run out of room very, very fast though when it comes to spacing. Like that's just it's gonna happen. It is what it is. So if people do that, then they don't buy. It means they're too attached to it. You bought the Hobbit Dwarves this summer for 300 and Rivendell for 460. How many sets are there for like for Lord of the Rings? If you know what I mean. Like I know they have, like you just said there, they've got the Rivendell, and I think it's the Hobbit Den or the Hobbit House. I know they've got that one. That's a pretty cool set. They have a decent amount. They've got that. I'm gonna get it wrong too. Is it Oron? Uron? I think it's Oron. Something like that. Oron. That's a big set though. Like I think it's a $500-$600 set. Not cheap. But Lord of the Rings though is fire. I gotta say, I'm really hopeful that maybe they can make something along the lines of the original trilogy again. I don't know if they'll ever do that. The TV shows I don't think have quite captured the hype that the original trilogy had. The original trilogy is incredible. I watched all the Hobbits in theater when they came out at the time, and I did it with my elementary school friend at the time, and so like I'm attached to the Hobbit movies very hardcore. I only recently got to see some of the extended editions of these movies. They're long. They're so long. Like I was actually honestly alarmed by how long they are. Good films though. I gotta say the extended editions just feel a little bit more complete too. Something about like just the content they add, it just adds like a hair little bit more of detail that just seems to make so much more sense. So you just bought the figures. So they were $30 a pop, 13 of them, so it's 390. Oh. So that's what you're saying. You love The Hobbit. Everyone says it's bad, but low key the story. And that's the thing is I don't know if it's because I just grew up with it and I was able to like the hype of lining up and going and seeing it in theater. I don't know if that's what's clouding my or if it's even clouding my judgment or if it's real, but I don't know. I just enjoyed the films. They were good films. Personally, I liked all the actors. I think they picked a great cast for it. And it just makes sense. Like even Gandalf was great. The storyline, there's times in the last couple years when I've rewatched it, I feel like maybe the third movie could have been a little different. But yeah, I mean, hey, I can't, I could be wrong, but did all three movies have the same director? McJuggerNugget. That's who it is. Thank you so much for holding in there and figuring that out for me. Yeah, that's a guy that what, no word to lie, I think he still makes videos. Let's see, Mick Jugga Nuggies. I think that person still makes videos. Yeah, he does. I wonder what. That's crazy. One of these people that have made videos for ages, ages. His last video was 2 months ago. Huh. Still making videos though. Who'd have thought after all this time? That's funny. Percy Jackson. Hmm. You want the smog dragon? Who? So what are you doing with all the figs? Do you have like a mock or something with all of them? Like, how come you mostly just wanted the figures? Is it just because that's what most interested you outside of the sets? Oh, Peter Jackson. That's okay. Yeah, Peter Jackson. Yeah, when you said Percy Jackson, the first thing first thought I had was like the movie series Percy Jackson, which I do like too. Even though there was only two movies for it, I read the books. Obviously, the books are probably the better version of everything. They have the new show, which isn't horrible, but they didn't do any Lego sets for, which I was actually surprised about. I thought they were going to do some Lego sets, and they didn't. So I don't know. Maybe they will. We still have some time. Season 2 is coming out like this December, I believe. So it'll be interesting to see the main actor. He's a young person right now, so the kid's supposed to be like 12 or something in the movie, like in the plot. But he's growing fast and the time's elapsing really fast where I have a feeling season 3 or something like that we're going to see him like just skyrocket and hit puberty and stuff and it's just going to look funny, but we'll see. Maybe they'll get it done in time. He might have already hit puberty though. It might already be bad. But his first video came out 18 years ago. Whew, that is some time. So you've got them on display, but you're too afraid to touch them because they're super fragile. That's funny. Yeah, there's certain Lego pieces I feel the same way where I'm like, I don't know if I should be touching this. I'm gonna mess it up. But so you've got them in your room. You're only in high school, but you've spent easily 5K. Wow, wow. And just think, man, how many McDoubles or junior chickens could that 5 grand have been? How many orders of fries from a chip truck could you have gotten? How many hot dogs could you have slammed for 5 grand? A lot, let me tell you. But hey, you know, in going in the future, not a bad investment at all. Honestly, dude, those figures in particular there, I wouldn't see any reason why they don't go up in value. Could take time, could take a lot of time. I don't know about that at all, but I think you've got some decent collection on your hands. I'm sure you have more than just the Hobbit figs and Lord of the Rings, but that theme in particular seems like to be pretty sought after. It's like the same along the lines as like castle figs and system and stuff. That seems to be pretty sought after as well. Everything medieval. We have our big Baratie sticker here. Do I watch the Angry Video Game Nerd? Years ago. Not as of recently. I haven't looked at his videos for reviews. But years ago, I watched his videos mostly for Borderlands 2 when it came out. This is like years ago. The Batman Arkham Knight games he did some reviews on, I remember. I think I watched him when he did the Cyberpunk 2077 one because he did a big rage video on that, and that was pretty funny. You work your tail off and you buy everything and you know the value of work. Yeah. Hey, I believe it, man. It's doesn't really matter what you do. Anything that's not basic. Oh, I mean, even working at a computer, labor is labor. It's work. It's all work, and especially the smaller wage you make, the harder you work for your money. So anything under $20 an hour, like you work for your money, you earn it. But then it also means that you appreciate your belongings a lot more than maybe somebody that gets gifted money a lot easier. That's the yin to the yang on that one. That's why some people don't care about money, while others are like stressing. Like me personally, I stress over money way too much, and that's just how it is. Always trying to manage it, trying to stay on top, right? Trying not to let any kind of debts accumulate of any kind or anything like that. It's not easy, Trying to, especially when it comes to like Lego stuff, not go cray cray where it's just breaking the bank because I mean they just got sets coming and then coming out and coming out like they just don't stop. Like how I forget which one of y'all said it, but the Goonies set that's possibly to be announced. If that's $300, that's another $300 right there. Like, whew, when does it stop? Easily this year alone, there has been at least five $200 plus sets that I would love. The Simpsons, what was it? Burger restaurant, something like that. That set was one that I really wanted. I still haven't gotten it. And then now there's another one, the Willy Wonka set. That's another one that I want badly. And it's like I just don't have enough money or time to acquire more money to like keep hunting these sets down. Home Alone. Yes. I missed one block of words here. So you got all the water wave off the water. Yes, the Avatar sets are another theme that I was really intrigued on. Indiana Jones, the UCS, Ghostbusters. You got three massive bins of Harry Potters. Hey man, Harry Potter's has been going strong for years. There's actually tons of sets for that. How did that happen? It says the reconnection was successful. Sorry for that blip. Yeah, my service just like literally died. That was so so weird. It was not like I was gonna go upstairs and see if maybe my parents unconnected the internet modem, but it reconnected faster than if they would have disconnected it. So okay, I'm back. Thank you for cool. Okay, that was so weird. Give us a Lego Death Note. Ooh, Death Note set. That's nice. That's nice. So just getting back to talking, I was talking about the Mandalorian sets. Those are fire. Absolutely fire. Now, do you have the Home Alone set or were you just mentioning it? Because the Home Alone sets I really like that one. It's just another like not really cheap one by any means, but again, still another cool one. Let's see. Let's get this on. Let's see if we can finish up this bag now and then we'll get back to it. We only got 3 bags left, so not bad at all. We're crushing it, crushing it. It's only like an hour and something in, so we chilling. You bought it. That's cool. You get it pre-owned for like 150. So, have you bought a majority of your Lego sets pre-owned on the marketplace? Is that how you get a majority of your stuff, or you got it brand new? Oh, okay. Well, I assume sketchy means sketchy, so we'll leave it at that. That I understand. That's funny though. But no, I mean I respect the hustle, right? Like if you're okay with certain ones being willing to get them pre-owned or just brand new but off of a third party site, if you're willing to take that stress and risk and because there is reward behind it, go for it, man. Why not, right? If it means again that you're getting what you want but at a better price and a better deal, and maybe it allows you to get more in the future, then why not, right? So what have I done here? How did I mess that up? Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Boom. We're trying to build up some little pillars here. I I think I already mentioned it, but I'm gonna keep looking and looking. Do I watch The Annoying Orange? I have seen The Annoying Orange years ago. Don't ask me though, like what any like quotes or anything from it. I really don't like remember the content of it. I just remember it being like silly, goofy, and gag kind of stuff. But yeah, I do definitely remember the Annoying Orange. Do you remember is it like Sam eating Sam or something like that? Wild Sam? The one that used to like scream and screech? That guy. That guy was funny. Oh, you went. So for the pickup, you went to a dark street that had people doing sus stuff, but you got it. It was authentic. Well, that's odd. That stuff is so bad. Yes, it definitely is brain rot. Like if you're looking to uh struggle to have like an opinion afterwards, but it's like what's Jesse and Mike? No, I've never actually heard of Jesse and Mike before. Sounds like you watch God XC. It sounds like you watch a lot of YouTubes on the tubes there. And it sounds like you just watch all kinds of different channels too, like not just like one type of content either, which is pretty wild. But hey, why not, right? That's what YouTube's for. It's one thing that's pretty cool about YouTube, right? Is it's free to watch. Some people slap you with ads, but that's okay. Because right, some people hit you with like 3 ads in a video. Look on up on YouTube. Yeah, some people will put like 3 or 4 ads in their video, and then they'll have like a sponsorship inside the video. And I just find that like to be again so aggressive when it comes to the advertisement talking about products and just going on and on and on. It's been happening I more and more a lot more now. I don't know if people just aren't getting paid properly on YouTube or something. Like I'm not monetized, so I don't really know how the game works yet. But yeah, it's weird. People would just be I do know like, securing they say securing the bag, right? Getting sponsorships should be an important thing, but some people do it every single video. Every video. Like they don't miss a video without a sponsor. I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but like when someone takes like 3.5, 4 minutes to talk about an ad that I just don't want to buy, I just find it to be more annoying than anything. That's where I feel like you got to get ads that make sense to your audience. Like, I make Lego YouTube videos, so it's like I should have an ad for Lego something, right? Like that would just make the most amount of sense. I just want to take a look here. I think, knock on wood, the stream is strong again. I think we're all good. I'm not sure like what that was all about. That was so weird. That was so weird. I literally I watched my phone and everything just like disconnect, and then now it's like boop, you're live, you're back on. So who knows? Who knows what would have happened? I want to say it was like some sort of like freeze outage, but I'm just glad the thing continued. I was worried that it would have all shut off on me and I'd have to do a quick little reset. But we were saved. We were saved. So we are done now. I think this bag. We got these little end pieces here. We have like a little nook and cranny we built up here. So this will be like a little play area here. The front side's got that Baratie logo. That's nice. Let's put this here. And oh, sticker time. Okay, sticker. Not that one. We're putting windows on? No, putting them on the flat pieces here. Okay. I don't think, you know what? This is the last of the stickers. That makes me happy. What are your guys' thoughts on stickers? Do you like them? Do you not like them? They worry me for the future. I'm not sure how long stickers will last, you know? Would you ever do a call or something for viewers to share their collection? That's an interesting concept. That could be interesting. I guess you could use a site like Discord or something and do like a video share call. You know, I might be up for that. The only concern I have, and it's no fault of the viewer, but is if their, I guess either connection or like camera quality wouldn't be the greatest. Like you just want to be able to make sure that you can actually see the collection they're showing off and talking about, right? It's the same kind of concern I have even when I'm doing my streams here. I'm always hoping that like the focus and everything isn't too horrible and you guys can actually see what I'm building. But that could work out though. You like them on flat pieces but not rounded or angled. Hmm. And then you know what? Yeah, I guess it depends like how you have your collection displayed. That would be another one. If it's all like just on a table, all laid out properly, then it probably wouldn't be too bad. But again, that's something to think about going into the future. I'm really new still to this whole streaming thing. I've been making videos for a year, so I feel pretty comfortable now doing videos, but streaming is still kind of like beyond me. So I have to give it a little bit of time. What about shelves? See, yeah, shelves wouldn't be too bad, but so if you're gonna have like a camera, more than likely it's probably like a webcam that's attached with a wire, right? So you would have to be able to, it probably wouldn't be hard, but just move it up and down along the shelf. I think again, I think it's doable. I think it's something that could definitely work. And has anybody ever done that? Have y'all ever seen anybody make a video about that? Personally, I don't think I have. I've seen people like when they're referencing their Lego collection and they're doing like a live webcam feed just showing off their background because it's already kind of there and convenient. But I've never seen somebody specifically do what you've mentioned, webcam style. I'm a try to remember that. Try not to forget about it and maybe work on that going in the future. I think the Discord, because also you're gonna have people who are in different countries, so Discord's probably gonna be your best bet to I think everybody has Discord in different countries. I know it's in North America, but then when you start getting around the world, I don't know what other apps you would have to use to chat with people. I love chatting. Keep what you're doing, and you'll drop in again tomorrow. No worries, man. Thank you so much for chatting. You've stayed quite some time. I really do appreciate it. I love your support, man. It's been great. So have a good night. Enjoy the rest. Yeah, no worries. Let's see. Let me count. One, two. There's actually 4 bags left. No word to lie. We're 2 hours in, 4 bags left. I guess I've been a little bit more talkative this time around. So somehow I've done this wrong. I don't know how I did it wrong. Let's see. Does that go like that? And then this, you know what? There we go. Okay. Think, yes. Swap the slopes. Now we're gonna, I think, try and lock in. Oh, hey, LCW Studios, how's it going, man? Happy Friday. Welcome to the stream. Get that YouTube algorithm locked in on. Thank you, man. I hype your videos whenever possible. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Any support. I have a few people now that are like you, that are commenting and liking as much as possible, and I truly do think it's helping and working. Subscribers are going up every day, views are going up all the time. So yeah, I'm happy with my growth. I'm really not trying to blow up, to be honest. Like, I don't want it to, like, obviously, like, it'd be great to have more viewership, but I don't want it to be like 10, 20, 30 million. Like, I don't know if I could handle that. I'm really happy with just like the slow growth, and as the growth is getting bigger, I feel like I'm getting a little bit better and better with how I make my content. So yeah, I think the growth is fitting to who I am, and how I'm growing with my socialness of this. It's still really hard to believe that I've just started. Oops, sorry. I just started the streams. Like, literally only like just under 2 weeks, or maybe a little over 2 weeks ago. So it's still pretty fresh. This next bag, however, will have another figure, which is legendary. Legendary. So this might, though, unfortunately be our last figure, which is not so legendary. Thomas the Tank Engine. You know, probably years ago. I did, however, though, see some Thomas the Tank Engine sets at a convention recently, and it was actually really cool. So they had all of the Thomas the Tank Engine's variation colors. So they didn't have just the blue one, they had a green one, a pink one, I think red, and maybe another one. But it was a cool mock. They had like, it was like a mountainside, so there was train and rail tracks on the bottom coming out of the mountain, and then there was a top second level. That's where they had some more stationary kind of train set stuff. And then on the first level on the ground there on the tracks, they had all the colored Thomas the Train engines. And they were pretty cool, honestly. I liked them. I like seeing the movable ones of Thomas the Train engines for Lego specifically. Like, I don't know if they did any Lego official sets or if those are just customs that I'm seeing, but they're so cool. All the motorized trains that go around and the different tracks and all that stuff. So, I don't know. I think this is Kobe. I'm forgetting his name right now. I'm just searching it up online because there's two of them. They're both Marines, and I'm just kind of blanking on the names from the show, honestly. Let's see. Oh, okay, cool. So Lego's website actually has like a little breakdown page of it, so that's really nice. I can hopefully. Oh, really? Nowhere to lie. Okay, so they have a page that shows off the minifigures. Sorry again that I can't show y'all, but it only says Sanji, Usopp, Nami, Zoro, and Luffy. It's like, I know who those characters are. I don't know the little marine boys. One of them is Kobe. I think it's the pink-haired kid is Kobe. He's like the very whiny little guy. He's kind of a dweeb, okay? Honestly, he's kind of annoying the first time. And then there's the other kid. And this kid, yeah, I think Kobe was the pink-haired one because he stands out. And then we got the other kid that's blonde-haired. He's goofy. He's real goofy. He has no backbone, nothing. But anyways, these Marines guys are still really cool. It says cadet on the front of the figures there. I love them. I love those figures. So cool, especially to go with the Garp. Garp minifig is legendary. You wrote in the chat there, have I watched Bob the Builder? I actually have, years and years ago. Like when I was, I shouldn't say toddler, but when I was 5 years old or so. I definitely had watched some Bob the Builder, more so when it was on like the cable TV show and stuff. Yeah, I definitely watched those smaller little kid shows. Stuff like Power Rangers and whatnot too. Like, I enjoyed those shows a lot. I don't think nowadays I could even watch 5 seconds of it, to be honest. I don't know if I could handle it, but the Cleveland show, no, I never watched the Cleveland show. That's one I don't know. It's weird. I do like Family Guy. I don't know. the characters, is the Cleveland's their last name? I'm hoping it is, but those characters, I don't really connect with them very much. And they actually had like what, like 5 seasons or something of that show, so it's not like it's a small show by any means. Who knows? Maybe I should give it another a chance or try. I think it's on Disney Plus, so I mean, realistically, there's no reason why I can't just flick on an episode and see where it takes me, right? But that's one I should give a shot. I have been kind of watching some more sitcom shows again lately. We're really deep into our fall now. It's just like all the leaf colors are changing and the weather's changing, so still some time away until we see snow, but when the snow falls, that's when I'm really gonna get deep into some TV show watching and stuff. So still probably another month or so away from that, but once that happens, that's when I'll start watching some more stuff. But I'm also I like anime. It's another one I don't mind. I'm not huge into like the slice of life, etchy, not even like the romance. I like mostly just the actions, thrillers, stuff like that. So, for example, they have the My Hero Academia final season coming out this year. So I've never watched the show, so I just started the first season. That's a cool show. I like that. I don't own anything Thomas the Toy. If I was to own something, I'd love to own the actual train itself in Lego form that's motorized. I'd be down for that. I still have this idea in my head. Eventually, I want to get a motorized train. Doesn't really matter what it is, even if it's Thomas the Train Engine, I'd be okay with that. But I want a train so I can do a track around rooms. I don't know how I would track it exactly, but I just want it to be actually operational and just like whether it's around the outskirts of shelves or bookshelves, stuff like that. I think it's definitely possible. It can happen. It's gonna probably cost some money, especially to get the track pieces, but yeah, it's something I'm gonna do. I think once I know I'm gonna be like in a home for at least a few years, that's when I'll do something kind of hog wild crazy like that. Right now too, I don't really currently have for a train at least. For a train mock, I don't have like a lot of shelf space that's available or table space. I have to figure out once I build this set too, I have to figure out what I want to do, where I want to put it. Not sure yet. Still haven't quite decided. Especially if I'm gonna do like a mock or something with it, then I'm gonna have to figure that out. So yeah, lots of decisions to be made, lots of thoughts to be made right now too. I am very excited though. It feels really good to actually kind of like get down to the last kind of few bags now of this. It's been a very fun build though. It's been a really fun build. But I'm ready. I'm ready to have it built so I can do some projects with it finally. Do some builds. I want to do something custom. Still, I as I've been sitting here, I thought maybe I would come up with some ideas or some thoughts about a custom build for this, and I still haven't come up with anything. I still haven't been able to think, not even of one little like mock idea with this boat. I don't know. I think what's messing me up is it's the boat shape. It's kind of awkward. So I don't know what I want to do with it. I just don't know. So you're laughing right now about Bobby the Bully. It's an Anthem joke. Are you talking about Anthem like the video game? I've never played that one. Wasn't that like a live service game? Hopefully you're talking about that. But yeah, I've never played Anthem. There was this game I played. It was a live service game. It was a real fun one. It was called. Oh shoot, what was it called? It was it was Batman, but it was like a joke one. It was Gotham Crime Fighters or something like that. Gotham Escape Gotham, and it was like a goofy comedy game, online multiplayer game. So much fun, so much fun. More than likely, right now it's probably not up and running anymore. But it was during the Xbox 360 days when they had the arcade games, so pretty good era. Basic Baldi uh, access or necessary learning who won the character. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I wish I knew anything about Anthem. I just know like I think it's supposed to be kind of like a sci-fi, almost like cyberpunk, but I don't think it's anything like the way cyberpunk is. That's on using some really cool like gold pieces here. Build some nice railings. One, two. Nice. Says here, so far in the stream, we've got 8 likes. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. You asked, do I play the granny game on Roblox? No. So I have not played Roblox for years now. When I played, the mini games they had were those supermarket simulator games, I think is what they were called. Store simulator games. So I really enjoyed those. I did one multiplayer. I liked the hide and seek game. I'm sure they still have that. That was a fun game mode, hide and seek. There was, I want to say, was it just tag? Tag was a fun one for Roblox. What else did I play? I guess I did play quite a few game modes. Roblox was an interesting one. Your child for kids or not. And another thing, your child for kids are not meant for kids. Do you mean like the game itself isn't really meant for kids, even though it's designed? I could be reading that wrong, but uh, kids and adults get different experiences out of different things. Like especially when it comes to like kid games, there's so many adults like Minecraft, for example. A lot of adults really enjoy playing Minecraft, like genuinely enjoy it, but they get a different experience than a kid does. Then and that's definitely apparent. That goes there. Boom. No, no, no. Your YouTube channel not meant for kids. Oh, yes. Yeah, I put that setting not meant for kids because when you put your content channel for children, it doesn't allow you to write comments. It's non-commented. So I didn't agree with that. But then I don't agree with having to put my YouTube videos in like the adult category. It's so weird. So like technically my videos are in like that adult category, but at the end of the day, I'm trying not to swear, so it's funny I just said that as you wrote the comment. Like, have I sworn? Yes, obviously I've sworn. I'm an adult. Yes. I mean, do I like swearing all the time? No. I try not to, and specifically with this channel and my videos and the live streams here, I don't swear. I want to keep that away from my videos. I don't think it's first off, it's not really a way to describe anything properly. It's not a way of proper speech or etiquette. Uh, if you're saying he said the F word, I did. I dropped it on one of my streams by accident when I was describing something because I got really excited and hyped. So I will admit, I've said it once. I've said it once. If you can find the stream, I'm not going to say which stream, I guess I gave it, it's all right. It's a live stream, so not editable out. But I did slip up because I got like, again, real hyped up. I was like, yo, yo, yo. So it can happen. I'm not gonna say sit here and say I'm perfect by any means, but I try not to. I try not to. And for the most part, I've done a pretty decent job. I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of myself. As somebody that's honestly grown up, in a household where I would say it's a little bit more common. It's not necessarily frowned upon. It happens, and the content I consume like sports wise because I watch combat sports. They're aggressive. The fighters are aggressive. They speak in a very aggressive manner. And you know what? Even like I'm a fan of baseball. Okay, even baseball, these guys swear quite a bit, and you actually catch it because it's live, right? The cameras. So when they're on a player and he makes a bad play, they actually like mouth it, and you can see it. So I just find that funny. Uh, so what are I think I do swear. It's just maybe it's comes with an age or something. It's just something that I just don't use my vocabulary. I don't really watch the WWE, if I'm being honest. I really don't. Like modern stuff just like I do have DVDs of the old stuff, some WWF as well, WCW that I will watch on the DVDs that I like putting in when I'm doing a workout outside or something in my garage. But um, there is a bunch. Yeah, I mean, like I know WWE is on Netflix now, so they have that now, and I don't know what it is. I'm still not really inclined to watch, if I'm being honest. It's okay. I know that they had their was it WrestleMania 40 this year or something. I did see they have The Rock, I think, was doing an appearance or something again with WWE. It's okay. It's okay. The only thing I don't like, to be honest, is I don't like Logan Paul in the WWE. Like maybe that's just a me thing. I just I just don't like it. I just find him to be kind of annoying. And I don't know if he's really a good thing for the brand at the end of the day. Like he gets the numbers up there, sure. Maybe he's bringing in more viewers as well, but at the end of the day, he seems to just rattle a lot of cages. Uh, are you talking about the movie, right? And I forget what that kid's the main actor's name is. But yeah, you're talking about the movie series, right? There's two movies of it, and it's based off a comic book, I think, but it's like an adult R-rated series, if I'm right. Yes. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I know I've definitely watched that one. I like it. I like it because it's like street superhero. Even though it's like very like vulgar and everything, I just like how it's down to earth that way. Like it's very honest. There's no fake superpowers or anything like that. Like it's just money, intelligence, and some like straight up just Rocky working out. Like you know what I mean? Like just some boxer style workouts. Like nothing great. Like it's really not that wild of a concept. It's just the way they talk, the script and everything is super funny. Super good written. You know, I could be wrong, but I think they want to make something in the future about that movie series again. Whether it's with the same actor or not, I don't know. But I think they might eventually come back with it. Whether it be like a TV show, I'm not too sure. But it seems like they want to bring everything back. I used to watch the original. I'm gonna get it wrong, but with Johnny Knoxville, was it Wild Boys with the Steve-O? Maybe it was Wild. No, I think Wild Boys was Steve-O and was it Bam or Chris or Chris something. I watched those series. I've watched all of it. I watched more like the older stuff too. Never watched the show. It was it Bam McGrera? Was that his show or something like that? Kind of messing up that one a little bit, but yeah, I never really watched that one either. But I like the movies, 1 to 4. I watched the 1 to 4 movies. Hellboy. I've never seen Hellboy. And I think they had a remake one with is it David Harbour? I think that's his name. I think maybe there's a couple different variations of it, but no, I've never seen that. That's one sci-fi series and movies I've just never watched. And yeah, another one I've not seen either. Bruce Lee films. Never seen Bruce Lee films. You know, kind of weird. I don't know why. Same thing like Chuck Norris. I've never seen Chuck Norris. I don't know if that's just like a generational thing or something for me, but I don't really have an inclination to watch them either, if I'm being honest. I don't know what it is. They just don't interest me, don't intrigue me. But one one thing I've been watching and I'm getting kind of into is like Clint Eastwood movies. I've been having a fun time watching some of his. I watched more of his recent ones where he's a lot older, but eventually I think I'm gonna watch some of his older stuff. So, is that it's starting to come along. We're getting the top end here looking pretty nice. There, there. I can really see like what's left now. There honestly isn't a lot. Isn't a lot at all. Uh, The Nun. I've seen the 2018 one, the first one. I think there's a second one out now for The Nun that I've never seen. That movie was okay. Not one that I really like was blown away by or anything like that. Bruce Bruce Stu film? Never heard of that. I don't really know what that is. What's your favorite movie genre? That's a good question. For me, it's a huge toss up. I've always like to try and say like your favorite. Like if you like, and when I say favorite, I always think like if I was like stuck on an island and I only had one genre of movies to watch for the rest of my life, what would I pick? I always go back to comedy. It's just kind of like I feel like it's something that you can just watch all the time and just not really get too sick of it. It'd be really hard with how many different types of comedies there are out there. I want to say horror, maybe like you want to say horror, but then all of a sudden, you watch horror for 50 years straight and you just have a weird psychosis thing going on. Like, maybe that's not the greatest thing out there. Animation. Now, what type of like animation are you talking about? Uh, like cartoon shows and stuff, or more animation like a homemade, like a stop motion kind of thing? Personally, I've never really watched much of the Friday the 13th. I vaguely remember. I think I watched maybe the 2008 one or something like that, but I just don't really remember it very well. I just know that there was a lot of killing involved. But yeah, just another one that just for me personally, it's not the most memorable. Fan made. Okay. Yes, I have watched the Deadpool. I thought it was a pretty cool trilogy. I gotta say, I honestly, for the longest time, I hated the second movie. Really loved the first one. Rewatched them when the third movie came out. I don't mind the first two. The first one's incredible. Second one is better than what I first initially thought. I really like the third one. I thought the third one was great. I think bringing in Wolverine, there was just a whole different level of hype to it. Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I think it was a great way to end the series. It's probably the last time I was like super hyped for a Marvel film the last couple years was the Deadpool. I think it really caught a lot of people by surprise. by just like how good it was, how enjoyable it was. You know, you didn't have to like everything about Marvel. You know, even my father, he enjoyed watching it, and he's not a Marvel or DC person. He could not care less. But we dragged him to the movies, and he actually enjoyed it. Now he doesn't mind Hugh Jackman or Ryan Reynolds as actors, so I think that's what kind of made it for him. But yes, Spider-Man. I love the Spider-Mans. And you know what? This might be crazy to say. I think I like the Tom Holland Spider-Mans the most. And I think that's just because the universe bleeds into the proper Avengers world and everything with all the other characters, whereas all the other Spider-Mans were like one-offs. But like I really like Tom Holland Spider-Man, and now I've heard that they're coming out with a fourth Spider-Man. I'm so happy, so happy, very very excited for it. I can't believe it. And then now apparently they're going to be doing like a street level, they're calling it, movie. So it's going to be all about Spider-Man fighting his street crime. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good time. What else Marvel stuff did you say? The Hulk movie, I liked the original one. The original one was very like dark and gritty. Love it. I watched the Thor Ragnarok one with Hulk. That was the last time Hulk was like a legendary guy. Now Hulk's kind of depressing if I'm being honest. Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, I've heard about it, not watched it though. Those fan made ones I kind of struggle. It's like the Terrifier, that clown one. I went to watch the first one because I think it was on Tubi or something like that, free. So I went to watch it. And I just couldn't do it. I just struggled so badly. I just couldn't. I couldn't keep my attention. I just don't know why. Just didn't enjoy it at all. So yeah, fan made horror ones are such a drop in the bucket for me. I haven't really found many that I really, really enjoy. I just find the camera work to be very weird. Directors directors use some wild camera work. They're getting better now. Before though, they used to be pretty bad. Most of them are still hit and misses. The Bambi horror one though, I've seen the trailer for that, and honestly, it just looked pretty goofy. I'm like, you know what? I don't think I need to see that. Plus, the trailer kind of described the whole thing, and or yeah, the trailer showed the whole plot in one go, where like you almost don't even need to see the movie. They didn't hide anything from the plot. Now maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you've watched the movie and you could tell me, but maybe there's more to it than just what's in the trailer. But it really didn't seem like it. It seemed like it was a pretty simple, basic plot, straightforward. Oh no! I dropped one of my little gold pieces. Hopefully I don't need it. And okay, so that's all looking pretty smooth. We got one more piece there. That there. Well. This is really cool. I think we're at the end of this next bag here too. The second floor is almost done, which is really nice. Oh no, I need that gold piece. Okay. Big reach, big reach. Oh, don't breathe. Oh, we got it. No, it's a compass piece. It was gold. I thought I grabbed the gold one. Hey, don't breathe, don't breathe. There we go, we got it. Ooh, thank gosh I got sticky fingers. All right. So, that connects there. Railings are all on. And ooh, we got a little light action going on here. Don't need the lantern quite yet. These. So the Mouse Trap of Mickey Mouse. I actually haven't heard that one, or the Wheel of the Bus. The Merry Little Lamb. That's another one I haven't heard of. Those all must be like small time little horror films, I'm assuming, little indie release ones. There's so much horror out there. Like so much horror. Even just thriller, there's a ton and a ton of thriller out there. You can really like honestly like every night of the week probably watch a different horror movie and not run out before the end of the year comes. That's just how much horror is out there now. Every year they're releasing more and more. Like we have I seen they've released another trailer for that Black Phone movie, the number 2. Seems like they're advertising that pretty heavily. Got some nice little lampposts. This thing got spikes. Oh, spiky, I should say. All right. And now we're actually attaching it. So the this goes like that. Yeah. Nice. Cool. Not too bad. Pretty sturdy. We are on to bag 25, ladies and gentlemen. 3 bags left. See if I can stretch it out. Come on. 3 bags, and honestly, they're not like overly huge. So we're sitting at 2 hours and 27 minutes extreme time. I'm really hopeful I can finish this at around the 3-hour marker. So I'm gonna try and laser focus in here on the building side of it. Peter Pan, I have heard of that one. I've seen the poster for it. Looked pretty gory. Not one I've watched though. A lot of the ones like that, again, I think they're cool concepts. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't really intrigue me to watch a parody version of an IP that I like. You know what I mean? Like the Winnie Pooh one. That's one that where it's just like, I don't know. Like, you know, I like Winnie the Pooh, but then like not, I guess just not enough to see like a horror version of it. So gotta do some more tile work here. Some blue reds, and blue reds. 2. Got a couple of jewel pieces here. I don't know where we're gonna put those, but that'd be kind of cool. So that goes there. Where's our gold pieces at? There they are. Boom. Oh! There. I look it up. I have it on IMBD. They have quite the database of movie information nowadays. I've always liked using their site just because they use pictures. I'm a picture guy, so I always love that they use the pictures to help you with, you know, they get the movie posters for the most part. They also help with like the cast as well, giving you pictures of all the actors and stuff, which makes it a lot easier to try and figure out who's acting in films and whatnot. So, internet's a wonderful place that way. There's always just like great tips and all that good stuff. That goes there. We got some really cool shiny little jewels happening here. That one there. Ooh. Must be building up like some type of display shelf or something. We got a cool little sword, the jewels. Um, like that. I think I did that right. Leave 2. Nope, I messed that one up. Oh, there we go. How do I rotate? I seen, and this is kind of cool. Family Guy. They're gonna have a Halloween episode, and I think it comes out next week. So that'll be pretty cool to watch. I'm not sure how long it is. I was trying to find out how long it would be. And of course, they just didn't want to say. And I'm like, come on, just spill the beans. You know what I mean? I didn't build this properly. But yeah, I'm hoping it's like almost a full hour episode because I really like a little Halloween special. Any kind of specials I think are really cool. Christmas ones are great. Like Scooby-Doo always had some really cool special episodes. Okay, that's that. Same with Chickmunks. Chipmunks always had a lot of like really cool themed Christmas and Halloween special episodes and movies. I think they were. Big Comfy Couch. Now that would be weird. Big Comfy Couch horror movie. I really adore the original little show. I haven't watched it in ages, but I just from like always remembering on my memories, I loved that show. What a hoot and a holler. Could be a crazy like horror movie concept. It'd be funny if like the jump scares are just her constantly like arising from behind the couch or just from like under it. It's just the whole scare of the film. You could never trust a couch again. Uh, Come on, I just seen that piece. Where was it? Oh no, I don't even have the right. It's not the right one. Okay, I'm looking for a slope piece. We've got two there. Oh, there's one. It's the inverted ones. That's not the inverted one. There it is. It's because it's upside down. They did move. Really? They actually did one? Big comfy couch. Oh, nothing worse than being a bad typer. There we go. Says there's like a horror theme song. Hmm. Seems like there's some horror like fan stuff is what's going on. Maybe there's like a YouTube video on it. Still cool though. Definitely cool. Alrighty. What are we working with here? Some corners. Oh, that's what I need. These. Boom. Boom. Oh, it's looking fantastic. Looking fantastic. Sweet. Uh, so many different like shades of brown pieces I'm using right now. It's got my eyes all kinds of messed up, getting cross-eyed. Okay, there, and that one. Now we're gonna use these little slopes. So, connect them like that. Nice. This one. Oh, come on. There we go. Number 3. And then this is going to be the 4th. Duck song fail. I can't play music, unfortunately, because of copyrights and stuff. I've done music before, and I'm always like, every time I've done music, I get copyrighted. Like, it's a 100% guaranteed every time. I don't understand why. I know some people can seem to get away with it. I just can't seem to do it. So, when it comes to music, I've just decided no music. I'm just going to stay away from it as much as I can. It's why I always worry about doing like any kind of reaction videos or something like that because they get you. Any kind of music, like even when I'm filming, doing like little thrift shop videos and stuff, the music in the background, I get copyrighted for it all the time. It happens so much. It always hurts too when you do a long upload and it takes a while to get uploaded and then it hits you with that copyright. You're like, no, I gotta go back, delete, edit, reset. uh Bob the Builder horror movie. They have that? I'm gonna search that. Bob the Builder. So I go there. Yeah. We need these small little flat pieces, little plates, tiles. It says Bob the Builder for horror film. Fanon. I don't know what Fanon Wiki is, but must be like maybe the movie was like an indie release or something like that, but doesn't really show like any movie posters of any kind. So that's kind of confusing. There, there. Oh, boom. More of these little plate boys. Sweet. I have no idea where is this just gonna go like right there, I guess? Oh, it must be. Little mini floor. Let's get back here to I missed some comments. Of course I did. How dare I? Friday night at Toby. Can you listen to Eminem? Again, sorry, I can't do any music, especially Eminem. Eminem. They'll take my channel away from me. I already got a copyright strike for music once. I have PTSD now, if I'm being honest. I have never heard of Roku Grandpa. I've never. Is that another like Roblox game? I I'm not much of a gamer. There was a time when I think I would have said that I'm like a full-fledged like hardcore gamer, but I honestly would rather just play building with Legos, if I'm being honest, at this point now in my life. I I don't mind games. I really don't mind them. I just don't get hyped for them too much. And maybe that's just me thing. Aw, I put that backwards. There we go. This goes on the very front. There. There. Got some small little pieces here. Boom. If you have Spotify, you could always open up Spotify, throw on some Eminem yourself. Did I do that right? Sometimes for me, I actually do find music to be like slightly distracting. Because I even find like TV shows to be distracting, especially when I'm building stuff. Like if you just like start zoning out and you just can't focus in on what you're doing, it doesn't take much to start missing steps, start messing up. Boom, boom. Oh, we missed a piece. Where does this one go? Right there. Okay, hopefully I didn't miss any more pieces there. This goes there. Couple brown guys. Oh, no, I needed a red plate. Whoopsie. Okay. Oh, better layer it properly, otherwise it's just gonna look ugly at the end. Got a nice little wing happening. Melons. Jennifer Lopez music or Miley Cyrus. I used to find Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball songs to be so funny. She makes now a lot of different music. Like she was back to kind of doing like pop, then she wasn't doing pop. She's kind of all over the place. She was a time when she was doing like a little bit of country music too. Not sure exactly what she's releasing right now. It's like love music or something like that. She's okay. I don't really listen to where was it? Jennifer Lopez. Don't really listen to her too much. All right, so we got this side now. Fill it out. That. I don't know why. For some reason, the light's glaring down on my instruction booklet here. I'm not sure if it's like that on the camera or not, but it's making me Taylor Swift. I ain't a Tay-Tay fan if I'm being honest. I don't hate her music, so like I'll listen to it if it's on the radio or something, but I'm not seeking out on the playlist to play Tay-Tay. Same with Drake. I don't really care about Drake. It's whatever. I don't really care too much for his music. It's okay. You know, a lot of his music was like hyped up in a short period of time. So to listen to his songs now, they feel like out of place or they just don't make sense because the economy's changed. All right, what happened? There we go. A little one by one. This one goes there, right? Yeah, okay. So I got all that. See here, maybe if I can try and get this to not glare so much. I like literally can't see it. I don't know why. Let's just kind of get, there we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. Getting down on this bag now, and then we got 2 bags left. How do you listen to Angry Video Game Nerd theme? Have I listened to, maybe, is what you meant to say? I don't think I've listened to his theme song. I didn't even know, honestly, if he had a theme song. I don't really know, like, what that would be like exactly, but I liked the Angry Video Game Nerd. He wasn't too bad. Mostly just watched his stuff for his reviews and whatnot. But I will say for the most part, he kind of does a lot of complaining. I know it's in his name, but like that's just his opinion all the time. And it is kind of tiring. But that's also from listening to him over the course of many years. So I think that's more of the exhausting side of it is just it's just that personality after a while. It's like I just want to watch a review where somebody's like, just genuinely enjoys like he enjoys games, but uh years ago there was a time where it's like I felt like he was forcing his hatred just to make another video that fits his persona. Okay, how does this go? It goes there. This is like a weird little dino piece. I don't know what's happening with this thing here. Connect it. It looks kind of fugly. Do you remember that opening song that had his older video? You, if it was on one of his old videos, I probably have seen it. I couldn't tell you what it is like right now or like what it sounds like or anything like that, but more than likely that's probably the one I would remember would be the older one. Okay. Where are these things going? Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, okay. Whew. I thought I was putting it in wrong. It goes there. Oh, how did I mess that up? Where's that brick separator when you need it? Oh, there it is. Right in front of me. Now, this is gonna be tough. I got like a small little plate here. I don't know how I'm gonna... There we go. That actually worked easier than I thought. Let's get our little contraption. We need this thing. Boom. Yeah, you're the only one in the live chat, man. Holding down the fort for me. I appreciate it. People come and go. Not everybody has the attention span, I think is what it really is. You've been here for probably since what, the start of it or just a little bit after, but you've stayed here quite some time, man. Most people, like I said, they just don't have that attention span. They gotta go do other things, you know. And it's not necessarily me. Maybe, you know, I mean, I am slightly boring, but I do know people who just like they just can't help themselves, right? When you watch shorts all day, and then to like sit down and watch like a pretty like laid back stream, it's not always easy. I can understand that. Shorts are such high octane aggression, very up in your face, up in your grill. Building up some weird little wings. It's like a little bird that's supposed to fly away or something here. Does this one go here? Boom. Yeah. Oh, okay, like a little display piece. It is like a literal little bird right there. Let me connect it. Ooh, it's all falling apart here. Let's see if I can re-strengthen it a little bit. It's better. Better than nothing. I don't think it's gonna get much better. Take this. We are pretty well done this bag here. I don't think there's much left at all now. Kind of getting weird here. I guess this is like, I don't even know what this is. Oh, I'm breaking it though. It's got to be like just a detail piece or something like that. It just, yeah, like a weird little angel thing. Let's see. Oh, we need bag 26. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's do it. Big reach. Bob the Burger. Wait, I missed one. Gadget Terminite? I've never heard of that at all. Yeah, I've never heard of Gadget Terminite. Hopefully I'm even saying it right. Have heard of Bob's the Burger, but I've never really watched too much of that show. I watched a little bit of the first season. It was an okay show. It's an okay sitcom. I found the characters' voices to be a little weird because they're like monotone, but like sad monotone. So I found the father to be the funniest out of them all. The wife was okay too. She wasn't too bad. Oh, there it is. There. How are we doing? How are we doing? 2 hours and 50 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna just start plowing through here. See if I can whip off these last two bags so I can at least show you guys what the end result will look like. Or I should say you, just you. The end result of what this set looks like. I've come a long ways. It's been quite some time. spent quite some time doing this build. It's been good. It's been very good. Do. This is probably going to end up being the longest stream that I've done yet, because I'm pretty committed today. I want to finish it. It's like it's been on my agenda. I was really adamant. I'm like, I would love to get this set done this week. Really hope for it, and it's already the weekend. So I'm like, okay, you know what? We got to do it. Got to get her done. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep falling behind. That's how life goes. Oh, Robot Chicken, you called Go Go Gadget Terminator. Okay. Robot Chicken went on for quite a few years. Like, I want to say there was like 10 seasons or something of it. I always remember seeing the advertisements changing over the years and stuff. What a wild show. They got like big IPs. I remember they did some goofs and gags about Star Wars. I remember that was a pretty big one. I guess pretty much this whole restaurant is done. I think we're really just doing like that little last third little floor piece. So there's not much really else to do. Yeah, I did that right. Okay. Did I? Hold it. Yeah. Okay. We need one more slope hidden underneath the little spider web. That makes sense. Flip it upside down. Little 1x2 action to complete. This thing's gonna make it mobile? Yeah. So what is this? This looks kind of ugly. What does that even do? Kind of looks stupid. I think we're building almost like a mini ship on top of the ship, in a way. This goes. Is that the right? Yeah, okay. I was like, is that the right angle? Boom. Come on. There we go. You know, now that you've mentioned like so many different themes and ideas and stuff, Kick-Ass might be a series I might have to go and rewatch again soon. I just remember it being like a really fun uh fun movie series. And it's only 2 movies, so it's not like it's overly long. You know? Could definitely rewatch it like in one night or something like that. I don't probably what 2 hours long each or something like that. So yeah, I might have to do that again. It's too bad they don't have. I've never heard of it. Maybe there is something like this out there, but like a director's cut version or something where it's like really long. That would be really cool. Okay. Uh, missing a gold piece here. Am I just blind? I don't see it. Let's see. Is there by chance that I just put it in the bag? No, I don't think so. Where's that? I'm looking for a gold circle. I don't see it in. Oh, of course. Go figure. That's pretty funny. Come on. Whoop. There we go. So this is going to complete the other side. Yeah, it looks pretty even. Pretty symmetrical. Not bad. We're gonna pick this up again. We got a ton of white detailing pieces here. Some angle piece. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Like that? Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay. So that's good. We got some little brown circle tiles. I think these are for like where minifigures can stand and whatnot. Okay, now we've got some type of lantern or something? Is that what we're doing here? The monkey eats the Lego brick. Another thing you said, a bad word. Yeah, yeah. There's certain movies, right? Certain movies that that include bad words, and that's where like I'm going to struggle to escape from not swearing. You know what I mean? So that's just little things. I'm just not going to be perfect. Especially on a stream, I'm tired. It's 11 at night, trying to avoid the word but in a movie. Yeah, it's like it is what it is. Try not to think about it too much, but yeah. Said Arthur's on PBS Kids. I've never really watched much Arthur. Aw, what did I do wrong here? Okay, wait. Hold up. I absolutely messed this up somehow. I don't know how. Okay, so how do I just take that off? The three black piece like that. There we go. That's better. There. I have played Slender before. I haven't played it in many years, but I had fun when I played it. It was an interesting time. It's a game I don't think I'd go back and play because it was basically just like a walking simulator with like some small little jump scares here and there. Pretty boring, but getting towards the end of this here. Just got a couple more little details to put together. I'm missing one little white piece. Boom. And this. So I guess this is like our little lamp. Or not lamp, I should say light. Goes right in that middle. That looks pretty cool. Not too bad. These are weird little white poles that we're going to put together here. So, for these, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys are going to go right here. Wonder what we're going to use all these little pieces for. Ah, here we go. Some joints. Okay, so I already put it in backwards. Go back. Go there. Can I build another Lego set? I will. I will definitely build some more Lego sets. I just don't know when another build will happen. I mentioned that my next stream is going to be of me messing with my Lego Bionicle collection and searching and organizing through that. After that, I will go back to doing some more Lego builds. But yeah, there's definitely going to be more in the future, for sure. Okay, gotta put some little arms on these things. Like we're building like little antennas. Boom. And goes like that. Done. Done. Cool. Oh, and then I didn't realize. Does that go under? Yes. Very cool. Oh, and we can actually put it on top too. And I'm assuming it goes like that. Yeah, okay. I just gotta push down. There we go. Very, very cool. Sweet. Okay. Our very final bag. Do it on Sunday. Yes. I'm definitely gonna do a stream on Sunday. For sure. I just can't guarantee. I'm gonna try probably for evening. I think evening will be more convenient. But yeah, I just don't know what time. I can't really commit to that quite yet, unfortunately. It's just a little bit too further away from me right now. So time-wise, I can't give you a proper time. If it's gonna be in the evening, it'll be similar to this, and I'll do like a long one, so you'll be able to at least catch it for a few hours, definitely. But let me focus on in here and get this last bag done. Let's get her done. We broke that 3-hour marker, so I'm happy with that. That's cool. Another cool long stream. Got that. There. Is that go there? Yeah. Okay. Our blue guy. Still, even for our last bag, we're actually building up quite some detailed pieces here. Quite the big piece right here. I have actually not a clue what this last one's going to be either. It goes like that. Where does it go? Goes like that. Okay. right? Yeah, yeah, definitely. For sure. Oh, it's going to get complicated. What's going on here? We got a bunch of Technic pieces. Sometimes Technic pieces make me a little nervous, if I'm being honest. They're not the easiest at times to do. Especially as our final bag. I'm like, ooh, okay. We're going to make it complicated. There. That's there. Did I mess that up? I feel like I messed that up. Yep, I definitely messed that up. Okay. Hold up. Hold up. We gotta go back. Because it goes like that. And then it... No way it goes in... This is crazy. This is quite the tube we're making. So hopefully I have... Have I done that right? Nope, definitely not. That goes there. Little tube and then long tube. Now I think we're seeing something. Yeah, there we go. Nope, still the wrong spot. There. Nice, very nice. Okay, so it was this. We go long. Oh, oops, daisy. Long tube, red piece, block, followed by skinny tube with a long tube. And I think that's that for that one. Nice. So what time is it? Currently for me, it's 11:06 p.m. at nighttime. Right now. Okay. Where are we putting these pieces? Right there. Right there. Need that dark brown wherever it went. Just there. Hey, we're going to put this in the middle. We're going to use some small little tile pieces to connect. That held together pretty well. There we go. Right there. There. Do you have any bully? You're younger? Are you saying like the video game, the bully, like that Rockstar made? Because I have played that game. I do like it. Haven't played it in a long time, but that was a good game. Okay, so skinny little tunnel goes on the end. Little square blocks. Boom. Boom. Kind of weird at the end here, all of a sudden it's like, now we gotta go through all these little Technic pieces. I think I just did the rest of them though, so that's kind of nice. And we gotta get two more squares to finish it off. So it's complete. I'm gonna add some decent little detailing. It's not too bad. There. There we are. Nice. Very, very symmetrical. The last few little white pieces. There. This is like that. That. Huh. Again, I still have not a clue what we're actually trying to build here. For the end piece, at least. Thought all like the major details were done, but hey, maybe not. Maybe there was just one more set piece to go through here. It's pretty fragile. It keeps falling apart. It's not quite built together the greatest. So what do we need here? We need two of these little black circles followed by a little brown tile. Okay. Franklin, I've seen Franklin before. And the Franstein Bears, is that what it is? All those old little children's books. Boom. Oh, you know what? This might be a little fight scene for Zorro and Mihawk. I just realized that. Oh, yeah, this is probably like a little fight scene for them. Because they do have a little sword off, so that'd make the most amount of sense. Boom. Boom. Oh, once again, this set piece is it's not doing the greatest. It's just come on. It's flimsy. Very, very flimsy. There's pieces that are just missing to make this better. Hopefully the next couple ones here will fix that. I think it will. I think it will make it better. Boom. Is that it? Is it it? Did I do it right? Oh, I guess we're supposed to hide this right here. So you're not going to be able to see that at all. And then we got a little bit of detailing on the bottom here. That there. This one here. Nope. Wrong space. I guess we're just adding little like water waves and stuff, little details. Kind of random, but kind of cool at the same time. Okay. That's good. There's one. There's two. There. That's. Whoa. It's got real complicated with all the smooth tile pieces here, like really fast. That one, 2x4, 1x3, 2x4. That goes there. Another smooth one. Fingers crossed. Don't think I've messed this up yet. There. Yep, we're getting it. We're getting it. I can see all the pieces. It's kind of cool. Watching the last like 20 pieces just disappear. Still find it weird that that piece is kind of like that. Okay, that's like that. And then okay, we got the little front end here to do. That's for that. This is for that. Got 1x2 action. I didn't get a cool click out of that one. What happened? There. It's It's weird how some spaces are going to be filled while others are just going to be left kind of empty. And boom. Oh, we got like 3 pieces left. Who would have thought after all this time? That's that. I do remember Scott the Woz. It's been a minute since I've heard of him. What have I messed up here? Wait, we got that, we got that. You know what? I don't think we missed anything. Maybe that's just a spare part? Ooh. Yep. Yeah, I think that's... Huh, okay. So this right here actually goes right there. That's it. Wow. That's crazy. 3 hours and 16 minutes in. Not too shabby at all. So 8, it's okay, cool. So this, now that this is the end of the booklet here. So the wanted posters we had was Monkey D. Luffy, Mihawk, Arlong, Buggy, Goldie, Roger, Alvida, Kuro, and Dawn Creek. So I don't think I have Alvida or Dawn Creek or Buggy, but pretty sure I have everyone else. Like I got Monkey D. Luffy, I got Kuro. I think we have Mihawk. We definitely have Goldie Roger. Wow. Crazy, crazy. Just taking a quick little look-see here at the set list of pieces. What a crazy build, man. What a crazy, crazy time. 5 live streams. Solid live streams, too. It took me. Hey, man, thank you so much. Have a good night, God XC. Thanks for stopping in the stream, dude. If I see you Sunday, I'll be sure to say hi. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. Wow. We're all done now. That's it. Oh, I definitely messed that up, right? Should not be having a smooth blue piece left over. Let's just see if maybe there's one little area that I missed. No. How did I end up with a blue long piece? There's gotta be somewhere that I was supposed to put it and I missed. Huh. It's so weird. I have like a really, really long one. Anyways. That's a-okay. Not the end of the world. Let's do one little spinorama, hey? Let's get her in view here. Let's see, we're gonna slide her down, so I'm so sorry if this absolutely messes everything up here. Why? Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy. Whew. Give it a nice little slow turn. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys on the table there. But this is one awesome set. And when you flip it around, wow, there's a lot of detail on the inside. A lot of play space, dining tables. The upper top here isn't too bad. You got a little bit of play space here with some bricks, some ladders and stuff. Little rock stuff going on, but this second floor right here is where it's really at. A lot of high details, and then our kitchen's beautiful, and yeah, this is a really nice set. You know, this one just actually goes down here at the end, so super happy with it. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. Just gonna put that back, slide me back into frame, so we're it. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching this build of the Baratie floating restaurant. I gotta do a review on it now, so it'll be a short, nice little video on the channel, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, thanks for tuning to the stream. Thank you so much. Make sure I say good God XC. Thanks so much, man. Peace.